picking up where we left off, the group had some creative conversations. Archeron, Drax, Slab, Sidon, and Mel went to the Dragon's Roost and found Calypso, interrogating them and learning their friend was a siren who helped them play music. The group also learned that Calypso was ferrying people so that they could hear the sirens sing. They agreed to meet them the next day, but later that night, Maeve had a dance with Cassian, learning more about him and also learning a little bit about herself. In the morning, they all met with Celine, who spoke of a person named Erevan, who could help Archeron and Sidon in some strange ways. And that is where we will pick up. It's about 11 a.m, and I did just remember. Drac, you didn't go to Celine, you went to Orion's? Yes, can I do that voice? Let's see. So what was the reason you were going to Orion's?
To get those sleepy potions.
Oh, yes, he did mention that.
He has one potion of fucking Dragon Stride. I can't remember how to pronounce it.
Well, no, he doesn't have a potion of it.
He has a potion that does it, doesn't he?
He hasn't made the potion. He's had it for 24 hours, if not less. So he's. You know...
I don't think if I remember rightly, we told him to just do what he wanted.
Yeah, he said just do what you can. Yeah. The flower could have let you cast the spell once.
Oh, right.
But yeah, he's still like, you know, looking into it essentially. But yes, so Drac, while the rest of the group is going to talk to Celine, you head over to the Starlit Observatory. The door is like partially open, and you can hear the sounds of tinkering and humming from the inside.
Yeah, so I just knock on the door, see if anyone's answering.
Yes, come in. Yes.
Oh, Jesus, this map is so small. There we go. Yeah, hi, it's me again.
Hello. Yes. What do you want?
Well, you said that I could swing by today to pick up one of those potion dreamy things.
Oh, yes, of course. Silly me. Sorry, I must have forgotten. One moment. And you see he flies up to like a store cupboard on like the side of the roof, and has like looks through. You see he like bunch of empty vials. One of them crashes. Okay. That one. Sort of pulls the sort of small pinkish, the small vial with the pinkish liquid inside. And says, here you go. One potion of lucid respite.
Thank you.
I heard
like,
it died.
what are the side effects?
Discord died.
Discord died.
Yeah. As soon as I said potion of lucid respite, it died. So whatever you said in the last however long, didn't hear it.
Yeah, I was just asking what like the side effects of this are, if there are any.
Well, doesn't seem like there's anything. The only thing that has been mentioned was by Archeron, the strange, not so good dream that he had.
Yeah, I think that's more the dream's fault than the potion.
Yes, but no side effects to my knowledge.
Cool. So, do you want to
Discord died. I'm going to make an astute assumption. I'm going to remove the music bot.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
What is a music bot?
Don't worry
He's
about
just
it.
shot the bard.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Jack? I missed the last 5 seconds. Sorry. I'm getting bad hearing with age.
Yeah, it's totally fine. What I was asking was, do you want me to take it now, or do you want to observe, or anything like that, or could I do it when I have the time?
It is completely up to you, my friend.
Yeah, because I do have an appointment to meet with others at 1, I think. We said, yeah.
Yes.
Sharp.
Well, don't worry about it. If you don't want to take the potion now, don't worry. Just if possible, if at all possible,
if you can have someone record your reactions to it, when you take it.
Yeah, I can probably get Archie to, like, he's very talented in that area, like documenting things and stuff.
Great. Well, speaking of, I have been looking at the flame tongue and thinking about what it could be made into. I'm not completely sure exactly, if I'm going to be completely honest. The runes are confusing, but I'm sure I'll come up with something.
Yeah, just like it was kind of fascinating to see, not in a bad way, but when he blew himself up, I think if you could actually like make that into a delay on some kind and just throw it, it would be kind of cool to see like a big ass explosion.
He starts like stroking his chin.
Well, that not a bad idea. I'll write that idea down. What can I use to extend the time on an explosion? Okay, great. Sorry, I'm getting all caught up. I won't keep you. Just if you can, with that potion, have someone record you and record what you saw.
Yeah, no worries. I will make sure to, so it will reach you with your research and stuff.
Thank you very much.
So, how, like, what time is it right now?
It's like, what did the group was finished like 11. We'll say it's like 11 to be easy, because you'd have to walk there. So
yeah,
we'll say
that
it's
takes
like
about 40 minutes, right? Something like that.
I have no idea. It's fine. It's about the same time. For the sake of ease.
So then I have time to like window shopping a little before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like checking the stores, see if there's anything like fancy, like satchel or something.
Well, there were a few shops. I can give you a list and you can tell me which ones take your fancy. There is the Velvet Quill Emporium, which is the library that you've gone to a number of times. There is the Crystal Rose Apothecary. There is the Silverman Weavers, which is the textiles shop with the clothes that you bought. There is the Alabaster Gallery, which is like almost like a museum, but sort of, it's like if a museum was a gift shop. Kind of weird. There's Regal Reflections, which is sort of the jewelers. There's the observatory that Maeve went to. Yeah. There's the observatory, which you just were at. There is the Arcane Oddities Curiosity Shop, which I'm surprised no one has been to yet.
There is the. I've heard it mentioned.
Do I have time to go there and check before?
You can look. Yeah. I have so many fucking shops. There's the Silver Harp Salon, which was the music place that you helped slab. Fight some drums and triangles. There's the Celestial Clockmakers. There's the Radiant Reliquaries, which is like the main sort of magic shop, but like also a bit of like historical stuff. They like history here. Then there's the Grand Gallery, which is the main museum. And then there's the Diamond Edge Armory.
Yeah, I think I want to go to that arcane thingy.
Okay. Well then, okay. This will be fun.
For you or for me?
I don't know. So you sort of go past a bunch of the shops, and
I
you
just
see...
realized now, why am I doing a side on going off on my own? That's just so dumb. Why?
I don't know. You see... Yeah, you're fine now, don't worry. You sort of see this very pastel... It's like, it stands out amongst the rest. There's this very pastel coloured shop. It's like, you look at it, and from one angle it's like a pink, and then you sort of move to the side, it's like a purpley and a blue. It's almost like iridescent. Or like, sorry, pearlescent. And in these sort of glass-stained windows, there is just all manner of knickknacks and small, like, magical trinkets that are around. Sorry?
What flavor are the knickknacks?
Nice and spicy, clearly.
Nice.
but they're, all flavor of like small items and sort of some like large, just like occasional clockwork things, clearly enchanted, and things like that. The door is like partially open. You see like in elegant scrawling it says "We are open," and yeah.
It's like Clerks. I assure you, we are open.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna like think to myself, well, I have some time to kill, so let's go in and check it out.
Okay. So you walk in, and you see. Hold on. I didn't know I was gonna have to do this today. You walk in, and you see sort of. It's very strange. You sort of walk in, and there's a very high desk. I mean, for you, it's okay because you're very tall, but the counter is like probably a good 5 foot tall.
Jesus.
But you see just the head of a person looking at you. You're like Edna Mode from The Incredibles. Imagine that, but a gnome with a wild mane of multicolored hair. You can see it's like swept back, probably with like some sort of gel or something, and you can see
an enchantment.
Yeah, of course. You can see hundreds of different colors sort of in this head. When you look at the light in this room is almost like a disco ball.
So
it's
I'm
giving
like
off
seeing you like, whoa.
it's giving off like a faint glow currently, and you see they sort of look at you. These sort of a long nose and tiny spectacles.
Yes, hello. What can I do for you?
Oh, hey, I just was walking around and saw your shop and thought, yeah, why the hell not go in and check what you're dealing with.
Well, you will not be missing out.
You see, they move slightly and they vanish. You're like, what's happened? And like a few seconds later, you see a 3 foot tall figure walk out from behind the counter. Because they are a gnome. And they sort of look at you towering over them.
Yes, what can I do for you, dearie? I am Madam Elspeth.
Well, nice meeting you. My name is Drac.
She holds out a tiny hand straight up.
And I like bow down a little and shake it.
Yes, well, as you can see, there are all kinds of doodads and bibbidi-bobs. What do you want?
Well, if I say like this, do you have anything that's like cheaper than 40 gold?
Oh, yes. What do you like?
I like researcher stuff, if you know what I mean, like books, scrolls, stuff like that.
Research. Hold on, let me find something.
You see, they sort of like hobble over to a very tall like a shelf. And they say,
you get that for me?
And sort of this weird, tiny, circular, you can only assume it's like a robot or like a small construct, sort of flies about and picks something from the top of the shelf. And you see, like drops it into her hand, and it's like, you're like confused for a second of what it is. And then she like waves it, and it turns into a silver looking quill. That has sort of very small like question marks on the feather, if that makes sense.
Yes. I call it a quizzical quill.
And what?
Did Discord fuck itself?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it
did.
did, yeah.
Like I didn't say anything because I thought it did.
Yeah, I
think Jack
heard
was about
like
to say-
a quizzical quill and then it cut out.
Okay. Well, it is a quill that when it is used to write a question, this will be fun if you're into pranks, it will answer with a completely unrelated and absurd response.
Can I try it out?
Yes.
It fucked itself again.
No, I don't think it did. I was just trying to figure out the response.
Okay.
Yes, here you go.
Yeah, and I'm gonna write down what is the difference between a sheep and an ox.
Lemonade and horseradish.
Could be kind of fun to prank people with.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's
We've
it
got
cost?
to. I mean, let's say a gold.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
And I toss her 1 gold coin.
Anything else you're in the market for?
Well, since I'm already here, why not keep looking for stuff just for funsies?
Well, we have the sock of silly steps. We have the giggling goblet, the ring of uncontrolled politeness, the dice of dramatic exaggeration, and the hat of random hats.
Random hats.
Okay, what does that hat do?
Well, and you see, she like pulls from under a table like this like top hat. It's very tall. Think like what's it from Alice in Wonderland? What's it called? The Mad Hatter.
Oh yeah.
Think like that. Well, when this hat is worn, every hour it will magically change into a different hat.
Just like a random different hat.
Yep.
Okay.
One moment it could be a bowler hat, the next moment it could be a top hat. Who knows? Perfect for a well-fashioned adventurer.
Yeah, really. So what does that ring do? The
The
politeness
ring
ring?
of uncontrolled politeness?
Yeah.
Well, it compels the wearer to be excessively polite in all situations, and if the wearer is not polite, then it will be polite for them.
I gotta get that to Sidon. I really need to see him be polite.
Do you want to hear the fun thing?
Yeah.
She like grabs the ring and puts it on. Don't worry, I'm not very strong. And you see she goes to punch you, like in like the thigh, because she's tiny. And as she goes to punch, the ring says "sorry" as she hits you. It will even apologize mid-battle.
Okay, how much does that cost?
Well, this is one of my more what do I say? One of my more difficult enchantments. So 3 gold.
3 gold?
Mhm.
Yeah, sold.
There you go.
You just made more work for yourself.
I'm not gonna do it. Don't worry about it. What else?
I think I'm good actually.
Are you sure? What about the ever-changing mustache?
Not into mustache, but thanks anyway.
Okay, well, I hope you have a good day.
Yeah, you too. And
Bye.
then I leave.
Oh no.
Now for the next problem. Need to make Sidon wear that ring.
Yeah.
This is where there's like a subplot where Drax romances Sidon so he can put a ring on it.
Cock ring.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wasn't it?
It's. I wish I didn't hear that. I was gonna say it's a magical ring. It will change size, but I don't want to. Well,
That's how you get a
Dra.
ring that small.
Wait.
Yay!
Wah, 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 wah.
Okay, well, Dra. Before we move to the other group, we'll say it's like midday at this point because it's easier. Are you doing anything right now? Like, yeah, you doing anything?
Yeah, I think I just like walk around thinking how to get this ring on to Sidon's finger, and also like trying something to eat before we meet with Calypso.
Find something to eat pretty easily.
As long
No.
as it's not mystery meat. So.
Yeah, you can get like a nice meal for like 5 copper if you really like a lunch. You can get like 5 copper. It's easy.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, so we'll say you have your meal, which takes about 12:30, and then you begin walking to the inn. What are the rest of you doing?
I did have an idea of some things that I wanted to do, because obviously I didn't know much about sirens, but I wanted to swing into the library to see if I could research at all anything in there for them.
Oh yeah, go ahead. You can make me an investigation check.
Yeah. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to check my traits, because I maybe get no, I don't get a scholar background. That's fine. Investigation. 20.
20, very good. So, there are sort of a few kinds of sirens. The most common being Fae, or no, it's not aberration. It is monstrosity. That's what I was trying to figure. I can't think of the word. The most common being Fae or monstrosity. Usually, the Fae are monstrosity sirens that have somehow wandered into the Fae and have been sort of changed by the essence. Or it could be, like the child of a siren or and a Fae. The sort of monstrosity sirens are the very, typical ones that, lure sailors in and kill them with songs and sort of things like that. The Fae are more like Fae in a lot of ways. They can make deals, as you've heard with Calypso. They are able to be reasoned with. They usually are just sort of in for the entertainment. And are they're usually some form of chaotic, usually not chaotic evil, but usually chaotic neutral, or sometimes chaotic good. Yeah.
Okay, and in terms of the deals that they make, are there any examples that I find in my investigations of the sorts of deals? What I'm looking to see is whether this particular instance is wildly unique in any way.
I don't think it's particularly unique. I think a siren, obviously being a creature that sings, giving help to a bard or someone who wants to make music, isn't too far off. You could, in terms of D&D, it could be sort of like, an eloquence bard, or is it eloquence? Or any of the Fae bards, or, the Archfey warlock, or sort of things similar to that. But yeah, you sort of hear of things similar, like giving mortals the chance to enchant and allure like they can.
Okay, cool. That's cool. I will note that down in my book. The other thing I was going to look for is for sheet music.
Sheet music? What sort?
Calypso played kind of like a real selection of stuff from like enchanting, kind of what I picture.
You can
in my head
tell.
Soft melodies.
Yeah, so they usually, if we saw at the Lively Lute, they were playing a lute, and they were playing sort of the upbeat melody, sort of similar to the vibe of the place. But from every other instance, it's been very sort of slow, methodic, melodic violin.
What I'm specifically looking for, and I appreciate I might not be able to find it here, is kind of the more folksy music from Port Athena, where Archeron's from.
I will say your best bet is the Silver Harp Salon, which is a music shop.
Okay, if no one had any,
Yeah.
well, I would be happy to go by myself, but he would say where he was going, and if people wanted to do other things, he would meet them at the pub.
While Archron was looking at sirens in the library, can I have Maeve look for any information on have we said his name? We have said his name, haven't we?
The Emperor.
Yeah.
Okay, you're looking for like books on the Fae, and him specifically, or just in general?
Him specifically, I think.
Yeah, so can you make me an investigation check?
I can, but I can't guarantee it's gonna go well.
if you're in the same place, Archron would maybe give you advantage because he's already found a book on him.
I would say,
but that's only if you tell him you're looking for it.
Would Maeve?
Yeah.
I'll say I'd say you can have advantage, but remember you do have your D4 from your talisman if you want to add that.
I'm just trying to find what I found because oh god, that was ages ago.
It was like session 6.
There you go.
I want to say
19.
19. Okay, you have advantage. See if you can roll higher than that. 17. Okay, so it is a 21. Is there anything you're looking for specifically? Like, I have information, but if there's anything you want, like, specifically about him, I can hopefully help.
Probably looking to see, like, things about him before she met him. Like, things that she doesn't know. So, like, how he came to be who he is and all that.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not... You did roll very high, yeah. But it's not a very well-known thing. So it's not something that's going to be, you know, written and talked about very often, because the Fae is, like, it's not Periphalon. It is, but it's not.
Just if there's any stories dated before when the first time that she went to the Fae.
Can I get back to you on that?
Yes.
Because I will give you stuff with a 21, but I don't have that specific stuff written down.
That's fine.
So
I have to send away for it.
Yes. Yeah. You can't read
2
it
to 3
yet.
working days.
Yeah.
It's in a different language. I have to take an excerpt and translate.
Yes.
I can just comprehend languages for you.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, it's in the back. I'll just go get it, but I'm on my lunch break now. You'll have to wait.
Okay, I will give that at some point once I have a chance.
Sidon's
yeah.
wander off.
Of course he is.
Where's Sidon going, Pete?
He's gonna. He doesn't like the library. It's boring, so he's gonna wander off. And I don't know where he would go. Where's the library?
It's in the shopping district. It's near where
I have
Ryan
some marbles
is,
if you want to
the
play
theatre.
with some marbles.
So it's near Ryan's.
Near
You'll
Ryan, near the
probably,
theatre, near the livelihood. So that whole
He'll
area.
probably go wandering off, and maybe I don't know. He'll walk around and maybe run into Drac.
Yeah, we'll say you,
if he
Drac,
catches-
Drac, you're sitting there having a nice lunch, and you see Sidon.
He like walks up and takes one of your fries.
Not cool, bro. Not cool.
I didn't actually do it.
Wouldn't put it past
No,
him.
I wouldn't do that. It's his food. Paid for it.
It's not street meat, is it? It's not interested.
I'm like,
Ew.
Sorry, I wouldn't take someone's chips, but I would destroy a guy's garden the day I've met him.
Didn't mean to do that. I just lost
Judo throw a woman he barely knows.
Yeah.
That was sparring. That's training. That's different. Different circumstances. I look at it from different circumstances.
Oh Jesus!
I wouldn't steal one fry, but I will steal 4 giant cookies that this guy has made without asking.
He made it. To me, it was very clear that home had been made a home for us. So
Doesn't
I
matter.
never
Okay, we'll stop bullying Sidon. What are you doing as you walk up to Drac? Or what does Drac do as he sees Sidon?
hi. What are you doing here?
They went to the library. So
I thought
decided
you
to
were
walk off.
like gonna go to what's his name, Celine's house.
Oh, we did that. Yeah. He said he's gonna get in touch with a friend, and he's gonna get back to both me and Otron about what we saw during the moon thing.
Speaking of that, what did you actually see during? Because I didn't see shit.
I just saw that the woman again the silver-haired woman who I told you about beforehand. That's
the
who I
one
saw.
that you reacted when you got into the dark door.
I don't know. I think I broke that connection, yes, but I wanted to try and get it back. I wanted to try and find both sides, but it may have not worked in my favor. That. But yeah, what about you? How are things going? Did you see Ryan? How's he?
Yeah, he was good. A little bit distracted, like always, you know. But I got a potion from him, and he's working on that plant that Archie delivered to him.
Cool.
He actually, if he succeeds, he could probably make like some explosive thing that you just throw and it explodes on hits.
Cool.
Could be kind of useful.
Sounds dope. Right. What?
So, want to join me?
Yeah, sure. What
You have to
what?
bring for your own food.
I'm not. I don't want to take your food. I just wonder what you were eating.
Fish and chips.
It's like a river fish, yeah.
Cod, you know, a river fish.
Wait, I don't think cod is a river fish.
I don't think cod is a river fish either.
There's cod in the River Trent.
I think there might
Apparently.
be cod that people have thrown in the River Trent. Hang on, is cod freshwater or
Atlantic cod
yeah, freshwater? Or
generally remain near the sea
saltwater.
bottom.
Saltwater.
Yeah.
So unless the Trent is saltwater, it may well be.
Know what's in that shit? Yeah, probably. He's basically
It's
sewage.
fucking about 95% shopping trolley, isn't it?
Anyway, enough offending people.
I live here. It's fine.
You just doxed yourself, Pete.
There's a lot of places on the
He
River Trent.
lives in the River Trent.
On the boat.
He lives in one of those shopping carts. Yeah. So what? Are you getting food, son, or are you just sort of hanging out?
Some food. I'll get some meat. For a steak.
You can spend anywhere between 2 copper and a silver if you want, depending on the,
Quality.
quality and
I'll spend
portion.
silver.
Jesus Christ, that's so much money. Every day. But yeah,
Every
so
day
you,
I'm hustling.
Drac, are you attempting anything to try and get the ring on Sidon currently, or should I leave you to it?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna ask him like, "Hey, Sidon,
Yeah.
I went to this like Arcana shop earlier and found this ring. I don't know if it works, but she said that it would make like punches stronger and faster."
Can you make me a deception check, please, Drac?
Flying
Sidon, can you make an
side.
active insight check?
Let's see, deception.
Oh, okay,
Where
9
is
insight.
it? Where is it? Oh, there. 18.
Okay. Sidon, this is gonna really help.
I mean, that sounds like it would be incredible.
Yeah, I mean, since I don't use my arms, I haven't tested it, but I think that you might be like the guy to test it.
Yeah, sounds good. I take the ring and I put it on.
Yeah. Cool.
Is it attunement or is
No.
it just a...
In my mind, I'm like, yes.
I don't feel much stronger, but who knows? We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe it takes like a couple of hours to like kick in or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh yeah.
So we'll say by the time you all the two of you finish reading, the two of you finish eating, it's about 12:30, and it will take you about half an hour to get over to the inn.
So 12:30 is 12:30.
Yes,
Okay, good.
and remember, Calypso said precisely.
Yeah, Sidon, maybe we should like go so we don't miss the time because they said like 1 o'clock exactly. So
Yeah.
it's better to
We
be
might have
early,
to-
I think.
Yeah, we might have to run it. It'll probably take us about half hour to get over there. So
Yeah, so
let's run.
So you
oh
gotta
god,
pick your
oh
foot.
god.
No, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna go at a slow run, so I'm matching Jack's speed.
Okay. Cool. Sidon, here's a question. When you're like it's like I assume like a light jog.
Yeah.
How are you making sure you're dodging out the way of people, or are you just sort of running?
I'll try and. It won't be like an active thing of me trying to dodge people. I will be like last minute like adjusting myself. But if I bump into someone, I bump into someone.
Can you make me a wisdom save? Okay.
19.
You're fine. As you bump into a few people and you sort of feel yourself go to move to like apologize, but you don't. You're like, why would I do that? And you just keep going. It happens a few times. It's weird.
Yeah.
Maeve and Archeron, what are you guys doing?
I think we. Oh,
Go ahead. No, you ladies first.
I think we would have gone to the library, and then when we finished at the library and figured out that Sidon had run off because he was bored, we would have gone to the bard shop to.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. So we'll say you two and Slab, because he's here, go to the bard shop,
he's here.
and Slab gets engrossed in the instruments and the music, so he's there for the rest of the session.
I genuinely thought, shit, is mine.
I could drop Matt a message and see if he wants to buy anything at the bard shop.
That's fine. I don't think he has the money. Let's be honest.
True.
But yeah, so you go into the Silver Loom Weavers and see these sort of very well-groomed Air Genasi man. Was he Air Genasi? I think he was. He could have been Water. He was a Genasi. He was a blue Genasi.
Met him, so
I know, neither of you have met him, but I want to make sure I get it right.
This could be his cousin. I was going to say brother, then presumably that'd be the same.
What the fuck? Where is it? Air Genasi. Yeah, so sort of well-groomed, got like a shock of white hair, sort of his attire is adorned with the music notes, and he sees Slab, and then Slab walks off, and he looks at the two of you. Yes, what can I do for you?
Maeve just looks at Archeron.
Hello. I'm looking for some sheet music, if that's okay.
Well, we have all manner. What are you looking for specifically?
Is it? You'll have to excuse me. I'm quite new. Do you need specific music for specific instruments?
Well, it depends on. Obviously, any song can be played on any instrument, but certain. It's laid out in certain ways for different instruments, of course.
Well, I think it's stringed instruments specifically. The lute I'm looking for. Do you have any music?
Are you looking for the lute or the violin?
Oh, she has a violin. Yes, so they have a violin.
Yeah.
They have a violin. Okay. Are they so different?
Yes.
Okay.
A lute is like a guitar.
Yeah, I know, but
a violin's a violin.
The same. Like, sheet music for recorder and guitar is vaguely the same.
It's okay. It's not.
So it's piano. Like, that's fucking percussion.
Well, it's sometimes it depends on how it's it is different because
Well,
obviously in a song certain parts might be played differently on certain instruments.
Okay. Well, I'm looking for a violin music if that's okay. Something from Portofino. And then he like Archeron thinks for a moment, and then like the classic Portofino song, "The Green Green Grass of Home," or like "Come on, Eileen."
Green grass.
Oh Jesus!
It's not that one. Like the Tom Jones, the Welsh one, like "The Green Green Grass of Home."
I'm sorry, you're alright, my friend.
Sorry.
You seem to be reminiscing or something.
Well, I'm looking for something quite nostalgic. If you have like a, I don't have.
I have a catalogue.
Yeah, if you have if you have like Spotify Wrapped, that'd be.
You want to hear what music I've been listening to this year?
Yeah.
That won't help with what you're looking for.
It's something, something with a, something that.
Pep in the step.
Yeah, well, no, it's something. Well, when something from the Athenian, maybe the Athenian hymns, and he turns to my father was a preacher.
Oh. kind of like looks at you as if to say, "I'll ask you more about that when we're not with this stranger."
I'd love to tell.
Question about last session. The music, obviously, it wasn't the same as what was playing. But the music that was coming from that little music box thing, would Maeve have recognised what the song was?
No.
Oh shit. Okay. Never mind.
You're telling me it wasn't Studio Ghibli?
It was. Actually, can you make a
History.
say history or perception, whichever's
Could
higher.
I hum the tune to this guy and see if he recognises it and do performance?
You're trying to get him to be a Shazam right now.
Yeah.
Can you? Yeah. Okay. Well, no. I'm gonna see if you recognise it first. So, can you make me history or perception? History 15. Yeah. You don't recognise the song, but you recognise it was probably played by Alex.
Alex and his band ace. Did he have long hair?
The Dragonborn had hair.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So, can I now hum the song to this guy and see if he recognises it? Because if I have to go back and ask Alex, then it means I'm going to have to come back to the shop another day. Unless it was a cover that Alex did.
Jesus Christ. It was his cover of Wonderwall.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Make me a performance check. Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Well, now I have.
Yeah, baby!
She's harmonising with
It's not an
herself.
original song.
I don't have a name for this song. I don't know.
Just say it's
The Electric Boogaloo.
this song.
No.
Somebody,
It
Maybe you do
is.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, ever
These-
seen a whack girl twerk?
Jubilee's pirouette
Okay.
waltz.
We'll say, Jesus Christ.
Carousel of
Stop.
love.
She's clapping 5,000.
Stop.
It's not the merry-go-round of life, it's the carousel of love.
Yeah.
As you hum it, Maestro Alaric, which is the guy, he recognizes it to be a song that is it's not played too often. It's like an older song, but it is called the Moonlit Serenade.
Ah. Does he have the music sheet to play it on a piano?
Yeah, why not?
Can I buy them?
We'll say it's 5 silver
Awesome.
because it's older song, things like that.
That's all.
Cool. James, you wanted just a Port Ophinian song.
Well, no, so it's specifically like an Ophinian hymn, like one of the, like the Port Ophinian version of Jerusalem kind of thing.
Okay.
Till we build Port Ophinia in Periphalon's green and pleasant land.
Yep.
That's exactly how it goes.
Uh-huh. I don't have a
Well,
name
it
for
is
this
now.
song. We'll say that the song is called the...
I'm
Port
just
Ophinian
peeved.
pop.
No. We'll say it's called... It's Port Ophinian. It's like a hymn.
Yeah.
It's like a... Yeah. So we'll say it's called the Verdant Mirage.
Okay. Okay. I'll just make a note of that. Okay.
Yeah.
The Verdant Barrage. I buy.
You can pick it up for like a silver.
Okay, can I? Damn it, this is really cheeky. I was going to ask if I can look at it and try to memorize it, then minor illusion it, because I am so poor right now. But that's fine. I can afford a silver. Let me see. Can I? He says. I'm going to take it out of my copper. I'll take it out.
Okay. Wow.
Woo.
Desperate today.
Your boy, like it's this or lunch. I'm so glad I stole that, like, croque monsieur. So as we leave, I'm going to munch down on my, like, I'm going to offer Maeve, like, half a croissant and ham sandwich. Not croissant and ham, croissant with ham.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So we'll say you guys exit the shop, and we'll say you just see Sidon darting down the road, and Drax like walking probably slowly behind. And it's sort of, as you get walking, you sort of keep walking, and where's Slatty's gone? He's in the shop still. He's fine. He's got a babysitter. It's like 12:30.
How long will it take us to get to
About half an hour.
Oh,
We can fast walk, or we could get on the horse.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Maeve, do you mind if we take the horse?
Not at all.
Just gonna leave Drac.
Well,
I thought Drac was running with me.
Is Drac running? Sorry, I just assumed.
I said I was matching Drac's running.
Okay, so never mind. You see Drac inside him running.
Losers.
well, bear with me. I've never had two on Dolores before. We'll have to see how she goes. I'm gonna, because of the urgency, I'm gonna spend my once a day ritual thing to get the horse immediately. So again, how that appears, it looks like Archeron doodles the horse against the wall, and it's just. It's a sausage with 4 lines coming off it. Right? He is not an artist. And then the sausage with 4 lines walks off the wall, and it's this spectral horse. It's like a very, it's more of like I don't say Shetland pony. That's not the word. It's like a cart horse almost. It's not like, it doesn't look super fast. But as it comes off, like it looks like the hair, the mane is waving in the wind that's not there.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, there is wind, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's ghost. It's blowing against the wind.
Yeah.
So fuck you. So yeah, blowing against the wind. I'm gonna help Maeve up, and then I'm gonna try and scramble on the back of this horse.
Okay, you do.
Actually, no, probably in front. I'll probably have to go in front.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too difficult, but I will ask: Can Drac, Sidon, and the horse roll me a dexterity check?
Yeah.
I'll save.
Check. No, it's not save.
Oh, it's just a
Oh,
check.
Oh my
20,
god.
baby.
What is that? So it's a 9. Oh,
19.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that makes sense. So the two of you climb on the horse and start to gallop. And Sidon and Drac are sprinting. 2 19s and then a 20. You're racing. You're like, yeah, we're gonna beat them there.
Just for
yeah, go on.
context,
Yeah.
I've got 100 foot of basic movement.
Yeah, but there's 2 of you on it, so it's
90.
less.
So that's
I've got
50.
90 feet.
Yeah,
But then I can
it's
dash.
fine. No, don't worry. You're all sort of going, and Sidon and Drac, you're like, yeah, we see the tavern. You see Maeve, Archeron, and the horse go past you.
Horse rankers!
I spin for the wind and action dash and get 100 and... What is it?
Wait, do I hold person? Bear with me 1
Oh,
second.
Jesus.
90.
Can I levitate him?
Oh no!
That gives me 200 basic feet of movement.
Are you going to do that? With your very precious spell slots.
Yeah, but like if we get there soon enough, you can have a short rest.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not saying that like I will live and die based on whether or not we.
It's 135
but it
feet.
is incredibly
What's the
important.
save on levitate?
It's no save if you're willing.
He's not going to be willing.
Oh, I thought she meant her, so like she was weightless, so we could balloon her along.
Oh.
So when I see like they
con.
two are racing, I'm
Sonic
just
could be a
gonna be
con
like,
save.
no, I'm not doing this.
Yikes.
Silvery bobs.
He's not even rolled yet!
I told you silvery bobs.
Just, it was
You gonna cast
15.
silvery bombs? Yes. Okay, Sonic, can you reroll?
Yes.
Oh,
Sidon, you have hero points.
Yeah, I'll hero point it. Fuck it, I'm not losing. It's the one thing I'm good at. I'm hero pointing it.
no! Okay.
Damn it.
It also
Okay.
doesn't cost
Like
me a
I
spell
feel it and then
slot.
I'm...
Oh, it's your drow thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sidon, as you're running, you sort of like take a jump and you feel yourself start to levitate, but it's like a Jedi jump. You go further because the spell ends halfway through and you keep going. But still, so we'll say Sidon, can you make me another dex check?
135
Can you make me a dex check with advantage? See if you can beat a 20.
I'm gonna give advantage to the horse, by the way.
Low
Oh,
dex check.
yeah.
Very low
So,
dex check.
yeah, you sort of go. You're not used to this gravity. You jump down, but you jump and hit like a box and a person. And you sort of like stumble and fall. Sidon, can you make me a wisdom save? 10. So you sort of block into this person, and as you want to keep running, but you stop yourself and turn to this sort of small, like, halfling fellow and go, "Oh, I'm sorry." And he's like, "Oh, don't worry," and keeps walking. Sort of picks up the box and be like, "What the fuck was that?"
Do I see this?
Yeah.
I, like, bend over, started laughing.
Sorry, you missed a golden opportunity there to make it Dahlia.
Oh no!
Like he fell into Dahlia.
No, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that to
Dahlia's
the poor...
dad.
I couldn't do that to the poor woman.
She's
But yes.
through enough.
So, Archon and Maeve, you make it to the inn first. Drakenside, and you're like a minute behind.
I'm gonna get there at 1 o'clock promptly.
So you get there at 12:59.
Yeah.
And Drakenside and get there. Fuck exactly. But yeah, you all walk into the inn. You walk into the Dragon's Roast, and you see Mel sitting at a table.
I actually didn't mean to ask if she was going. That completely slipped my mind. Hang on, I'm just going to make a note. That is making it to my notes. We race Sidon.
And we won.
Wasting a lot of resource. Ink, free horse,
Free
and
levitate.
a free levitate.
And then
And a silver bomb.
bomb.
He wasted a hero point.
Yeah, he wasted it. Yes,
I don't use hero points for anything else.
He wasted a hero point and still failed.
I wasted my hero points on like
Yeah.
what is it like libel for that Aaliyah woman?
Well,
Just
I
like-
wasted a hero point on drinking ale, so.
Yeah, Drac wasted one on drinking ale. You renamed some vampire scrubs, and you tried to win a race and lost. Reducing hero points great
bad.
this campaign.
135
From
movement
points.
speed.
That's so funny.
135 movement speed, man. That's
But
not
yes,
bad.
so you all walk in, obviously, Archeron and Maeve first. You see Mel sitting at the table, sort of like just drinking a drink. Hi, guys.
Oh, hello, Mel. I'm glad to see you here.
Are you okay?
Yes, it's a bit windswept. Do I not look okay?
No, you just look like you've, it's fine. You look great.
Is there a mirror in here?
Yeah?
Okay, I'm gonna go and check myself in the. I know there's one in the toilets. I'm gonna go and check myself in the mirror.
You just look slightly wired.
Okay.
I imagine
As
Sidon
wise.
walks in.
Is the
looking-
I was gonna say
Well, Maeve's in here first, so Maeve, go first.
Yeah, no, I imagine Sidon walks in looking really dishevelled and pissed off, and I'm just
Yeah.
gonna look at Mel, sit down on the stool next to her, and put my finger to my lips, like, shh.
Mel nods. Okay.
uh,
And then as Jack and Simon walk in, hi guys!
Oh, hi, Mel.
Hi.
Didn't know you were gonna come here.
Well, I had to look into this, so it's me job.
Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot that you were here last time.
Oh.
I'm not saying that. But I actually forgot that she was here last time we were here.
Okay.
um,
I paid for
When-
half the meal.
Oh, yeah, you did. But I'm happy to see you.
Okay.
am I allowed in?
As you walk
Oh, right,
in,
you broke
as you
the
walk in, you
fucking-
see the Dragonborn staring at you.
So
Hi.
we didn't pay for the damage.
I will remind you, I spent a good amount of time complaining
Yeah,
about
the
Sidon
only
and
reason
fixing the
Sidon
door.
is allowed in is because Archeron fixed the door and Calypso paid for the damages.
Yeah, I wasn't here though, was I?
No.
yeah.
I
Is
come
the
out.
window still broken? Is it like boarded up?
I
Think
come
he
out of the
fixed it.
bathroom glaring at you because perhaps there's glass on the floor still. Like,
Wait, here's a question. Does the
Mm-hmm.
innkeeper recognize me?
Oh, yes, she would. So as you walk in, she
Oh,
looks at you and gives like a.
Now.
There's two Maeves.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I didn't
Sorry,
realize you
it's
put me
fine.
down there.
So yeah, I mean, obviously everyone is down there, so I don't know whether you'd walk straight to her. But like as you walk in, she does give you like a slight, like a nod, like she recognizes you, and like a solemn look, because she still believes that your uncle died.
Mm-hmm.
wasn't that like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
It doesn't. You don't get over something. In
No, I know,
3
but it's
weeks.
like she might just have a lot of people coming. That's fine.
I'm in a fast track morning.
I thought. Oh, sorry. I thought you were in the lively loot as well.
No.
Sorry, I haven't actually listened to your intro episode. So.
Wow. Okay.
I haven't listened to anyone's
You know
apart
what,
from
James?
mine.
It shows. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, you all sit down, and we'll say as Archon sits down, you sit down at the strike of 1 o'clock. And as soon as you sit down, you see Calypso walk in and sort of like look around.
I haven't met Calypso yet.
You haven't met Calypso yet, no?
I'm gonna give her a stand up and wave. Like shit. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna stand up and wave to them. Sorry, I'm really tired today. It's all this fucking waking kebab I had for my lunch.
You see that Calypso gives like a slight head nod and then sort of walks over, like not nervously, but like sheepishly, I guess is the best way to put it. Well, I hope you all slept well.
Yes,
Like
it's
a baby.
good to see you. I'm so glad you decided. You've met. Her name's Melanoe, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You've met Melanoe. This is Maeve, who I got the two confused last night, but that's because I'm an idiot.
I think Maeve would like stand up and like, like brush her dress down kind of thing and like hold out a hand just politely.
Yeah. Calypso gives like a slight bow and shakes your hand. Well, I am Calypso.
I've heard some things, yes.
I'm sure you have.
Drac, you've met, and of course, Sidon. Not
Yes.
covered in glass today. Yet.
We thought she was
you have got some dirt on your face.
Yeah. Someone cast a spell on me and I broke the spell, but then I
Who would
went
do
tumbling.
such a thing?
That's cheating and you know it.
You can't prove it was me.
You're right, it was one of yous. It was fucking one of yous.
Disgusting!
Who knows?
Before
Who knows, Sidon? It could have been me.
Simon's life goal is to find out if it was Maeve or Archer.
Well, are
So,
we going?
well, yes, of course. I hope it isn't too forward. He's going to go rustling through his like papers and pull out the sheet music that he's just bought. I was wondering if you were familiar with this song.
1 second. Looks at the sort of sheet music.
Reading
sort of-
glasses on.
No.
Holds it
Like,
on.
looks at the sheet music, like looks at the name, doesn't seem to recognize it, but like reads the sheet music and is like, I guess like muttering or like humming. Humming to themselves. Can anyone who would like to make me an intelligence check or an insight check? Straight intelligence or insight.
It's going to have to be intelligence for you, boy.
21,
24.
24. Wow.
Hell, man.
I don't know why Sidon would know this.
He's travelled.
Did anyone use?
No. So Sidon and Archeron, you recognize just from the
Can
way.
I do an intelligence because that's higher?
Yeah, if you want. 12. It doesn't matter too much anyway. You recognize. So I would say, yeah, Sidon's travelled. You've heard the song maybe once or twice. Archeron, you of course have heard the song. And as this person is humming it, it's the first time they're reading it, but they're getting it perfectly. You get the sense they have perfect pitch.
Oh. Very talented, Cal.
Thank you. Well, do you need to eat or something? Are we going?
I ate before I set off.
Yeah, same.
I mean, if food's on the table, I can eat, but yeah, I was.
Have you eaten?
Me?
You're asking who?
Cal.
Oh,
I ate breakfast. I'm fine.
Well, I say I've had a little sandwich before, so I'm okay.
Well, it is about 3.5 hours there. So if you need to collect anything, then do that. It's not dangerous, so you don't have to worry about being attacked. But it's always good to be wary.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
sounds good.
Well, if you would like to. So as they sort of like glance around the table, they give like a slight, their eyes hover on Mel for a second, like they're slightly nervous of the Dragon Knight, but they take a breath. Well, if you would like to, follow me.
Yeah, I started following him.
Mm-hmm.
Them, sorry.
Not you too.
It's like a disease; it's spreading.
It's not gonna get me.
But yeah, so you all begin to walk, to follow Calypso. And I will move to the round top map. Actually, no, I won't. I will move to the world map. So you all begin to follow Calypso, and as you can see on the world map, the city of Crown Top is on this sort of singular peak. It's like sort of branches off slightly to the smaller ones nearby, but it's mainly this one central mountain. Calypso takes you out of the side gate, and then sort of curves around, going across sort of this small river here, and almost following it up the side of the mountain. There's like a relative path, like a dirt track, so it's not too treacherous, but you know, it's going to be a somewhat mountainous climb. But on the way, if there's anything you want to talk about with Calypso or each other or Mel, go ahead.
The sheep. What I was angling for, I was gonna see if, and I don't know how I would worm this into a conversation, maybe over a period of minutes. Is I'm gonna gently lay the foundation that I'm wanting them to play that music for me.
How are you doing that? How do you want to do
It's very
this?
difficult to like to say in a sentence how I slowly, you know. So it'd be stuff like, yes, so that you were humming it perfectly. It used to be one of my favorite songs for when I was growing up. Haven't heard it in years. I hear that it can be quite beautiful on a violin. Kind of thing. But maybe not that, but like slowly over maybe a period of like 20 minutes or so.
Can you make me a Oh, what was that?
What was that?
Persuasion. Come on, big money. Ugh, so on. He fucking hates us. Oh wait, no, I gave the fucking advantage to the horse. God damn it.
Hero point.
Yeah, I'm not wasting
Hey
my
James,
last
you have
one.
hero point.
Yeah, I'm not wasting my last one. I
You
actually think
only have
it makes more sense for them to
Can I
not.
use my
Yeah.
feminine wiles to give advantage?
How are you doing that?
You're what?
It's feminine wiles. Have you never heard that
Big
before?
juicy anime
No.
titties.
Exactly.
Let's all good saying it, but what are you doing? Well,
I think Maeve would like approach Archeron and like.
Put her arms together.
I'm thinking like.
Fingers pointed to each other.
I hope you know if
Probably,
anyone does that, you do get disadvantage on every check. for
Yeah,
a
I know.
minute.
You hate it. That's why I
Yeah.
keep
You know,
doing
like
it.
put her hand on like not in like a weird way, but like on the middle of both of their backs, and kind of be like, "Oh, I've heard that." Or what was it you said about the violin specifically?
Oh no, it's when I was growing up, we had it was all choral stuff. You know, just basically really shit a cappella. But I heard that it's beautiful played with like on a stringed instrument, and yes, obviously heard very talented at the violin. So.
Okay, so yeah, I'd come put my hand on like connect the two together basically with myself, and be like, "That's something I'd very much like to hear, too."
Hey, that's my butt.
I will make a persuasion check. Okay. Maeve, can you make me a persuasion check as well?
I can.
Fucking hell. Calypso sighs and just says, "If you want me to play a song, you don't have to be cagey about it. You can just ask. I'm not going to buy it."
I thought I didn't want to be rude.
I'm not gonna say that. Maeve's like, "What if I want you to?"
Disadvantage.
Hey!
No. If you give me a moment, I can tune the violin. But we are walking,
Yeah.
so.
Well,
Might
if we need to, you know, if it's just well, thank you.
Great. You see, they sort of sit down. Like, there's like a small, like, not like clearing because it's a mountainside, but like a small like outcropping, and sort of like sit on a fallen tree, like a log, and just like start to tune the violin, and they tune it very quickly. And they're like in the space of 15 seconds.
Obviously out of tune.
No.
We're all going like meow 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 meow.
Please stop. Do you want me to
Obviously
play this or
joking.
not? But yeah, so they sort of set up the sheet music, and so they just like read it for a second, get used to it, and like almost like take it in, read it, learn it, and then they like fold it and put it into their satchel.
Mhm.
And then as you start walking, sort of, it's not too difficult of a part of the climb. So it's just like walking. You see that perfectly, without reading. Actually, I will make a performance check with advantage 26. So
Nice.
perfectly, without looking at sheet music, only looking at it once, they begin to play a perfect rendition of the song.
The Viridian Mirage.
Yes.
That
had the
is
name, I
really
just-
good.
Yeah, I mean, you'd know it, like, because it would be like it would be a very famous local, not local, but like, you know, would be probably the one they sang at all of the big. I mean,
Yeah,
this is
like on
me just
birthdays and
frantically world building in Not My World, but I just imagine it would be like one of the more kind of like. What's the one they used to sing? Like, he's got the whole world.
Oh no, don't remind me.
But yeah, that kind of like vibe. Well, I don't know, but like so Archeron would.
It's like to describe the song. Sorry, it's like parts of it are very slow and almost like with like natural elements. You like sort of like low, almost like a rumble, which is very good on the violin because you can get very like low. Parts of it are sort of higher, almost echoing the sounds of birds, and then the sort of quicker moments or almost sort of seem to move and shift like the oceans, and things like that. Obviously, there would usually be, would there be vocals? Yeah, there'd probably usually be some form of vocals, but there's not for this case. But yeah, you hear it and recognize it.
Archeron would be actively listening, like to the detriment of other things, and maybe like very, very softly singing along.
Mm-hmm.
With his eyes closed and a beatific view on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Drac would just listen and like smile a little because reminds him of home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the song's probably not more than 5 minutes. But at the end of it, Calypso stops and puts the violin away. Is that good?
Clap. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Do stay away. No, no, that's thank you for that, Cal. That was.
Yeah, that was really good.
Thank you.
Where did you learn to play?
Hold on 1 second. 29, yeah. No one's getting past that deception check. I just learned as I went, really.
Oh, so you were self-taught?
Well, I had teachers and things like that, but I never, people I looked up to, but I never had formal training and thought that sort of thing.
Well, then I must say you're really talented.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm going to be honest, most of it isn't me, most of it's the person you'll meet soon.
Well, no, but that was you playing the violin, wasn't it?
Yes, but they gave me the skills, so...
So how does that work then? Because what could you play before you met I mean, like, presumably we're away from people.
Yeah, there's no. It's just you guys. You're like you're walking up the side of a mountain. There's no one else.
So, what about before you met the siren? Were you musically inclined?
Were you shit?
I play.
Fucking shit.
Music has always been my calling. It just I was never that good. Didn't have the money to go to proper bard college, and didn't stay in one place for long enough to get a proper teacher. So it was learning as I went and picking up things along the way.
You should give yourself some credit. There's elements that you can get from the outside, but the soul of the performance is all you, isn't it?
I guess, but she sort of pulls the strings. In a musical sense.
Pun intended.
Yes, pun intended. Thank you.
It's beautiful. Thank you. So where are you from originally?
It's a difficult question. I've been all over, really. Well, I was born in the dynasty in Resplend. But my family travelled a lot. So
Isn't that where Sidon's from?
not that specifically, but yeah. Travelled a lot, and all of them were performers or creatives of some sort. I think they might have been from Arcadia originally, but didn't have the knack.
I'm just making some notes. Well, I think you should give yourself some credit now, because even though if you were given a bit of a boost from an outside agency, it takes a special hand, I think, to bring emotion to music. What's your favourite song?
Don't make me come up with songs, James.
Okay, they tell me.
Okay, so jumping back in from that forced break.
Tell me more about your favourite songs.
No.
Last time that happened, it caused.
It caused the universe to break. Okay.
Everything like it's a black hole for us. Like whoop, we're back.
Yeah.
Yes. We are almost there.
So where is she taking us? Just out of it, I know we took that like random.
Are taking you up,
Jesus.
sort of not too high. If you look to your hold on, if I'm on the map. So if this is Crown Top,
let me look at the map. I've moved away from the. Okay, yep.
So if that sort of central one is Crown Top, they are taking you to this one, this sort of like small peak to the side of it, and they're taking you about. Like if you look to your, what would it be if you're walking to like your right or to your east, it would be, you could see Crown Top sort of rising up.
Okay.
It would be, not too high up the mountain, so it's about 3 hours altogether.
Do these mountains have names?
No.
I'm gonna.
They do. I don't have them.
Okay,
James.
that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Like, so this is the unnamed mountain. We're gonna
Yes.
call it.
I'm gonna show my complete ineptitude at map reading. I thought the extra mountains around Crown Top were creative liberties by map maker because I didn't realise they were actual physical mountains.
No, it's like a small cluster of mountains. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Traveller in the wilds.
Whoa! What did that mountain come from?
What
Look up on me.
But yeah, so yeah, is there anything, because Mel is sort of like quietly watching and is a bit like nervous, like, and is like wary, if that makes sense. But yeah, is there anything you guys are doing, talking about as you're
Has
walking?
she been like that the whole time?
She's been like talking occasionally, but especially when Calypso was playing music, Mel was very sort of on edge and wary, because like,
Yeah.
we know
fair.
we know that Calypso can enchant people to move. Mel doesn't know that Calypso if they wanted to, could move you all off the cliff and force you to walk off the cliff.
Yeah.
So she's just being careful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is that so? Trying to get a read on her body language, is that the main thing that she's concerned about? Mel, this is that Mel's concerned because she doesn't believe that Calypso is on the up and up. That this is some kind of long con.
Well, not sort of like partially. I think Mel's just wary. She's just yeah. She's just ready to do anything at a moment's notice. So she's sort of yeah.
I was gonna say this person is basically the Pied Piper.
Sort of, yeah. So Mel is just like, if something goes wrong, I'm going to deal with it as quick as possible. She's not going to be caught off guard, if that makes sense. But yeah, like if someone talks to her, she'll be talking back. I'm just not RPing everything because I have 2 people to RP. So and one of them is more important in this moment. So
yeah, if presumably because we're moving as kind of like a gestalt, we can we can move around and have little conversations without causing too much of an eyebrow raise. And I get the impression that Cal is kind of equally wary, but probably for different reasons. So maybe a little bit away. I kind of want to reassure Mel. I want to be like, thank her for coming a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for coming, Mel. I really appreciate it. Have you told the rest of the? I've got them in my notes as a Dragon Guard, but I know they're not the Dragon Guard.
Dragon Knights. Think the
Dragon
Pokemon.
Knights. I thought they would break something at some point.
The Drake Guard is the name of the garrison.
Right. Okay. Right. So the Dragon Knights.
They are the Dragon Knights. Their base is the Drake Guard.
They're the Drake Guard Dragon Knights.
Yeah, and they live on Worm Hill. Just to be
yes.
Yeah. Right, okay.
But worm is actually just spelt like a worm, not like a dragon.
WRM,
WRM, actually, yeah.
So, have you told the rest of the Dragon Knights what's going on?
I mentioned it to Jarek after we had our little conversation yesterday. He just said to keep an eye out, come with you guys, and then report back when we find out more.
Hey, Mel, if the Siren tries to do anything, I'll just punch it in the face. It'll be fine.
Well, we do.
Fine.
I appreciate you all coming along. I think though, if you are concerned, I don't think we all need to go in one big group. If there's a concern, perhaps so not everyone's subjected to the potential of the charm, if that makes sense. If you want to loiter back and then be the eyes of reason after the fact.
I'm very interested in what's going to happen, so I kind of want to come. I want to see if this is bullshit or not.
I can stay outside. It's easier for the dungeon master.
Yeah, well,
there's only one person
also,
inside.
If that would put your mind at ease, and
I
don't know why I feel. I feel that there's nothing to worry about. I don't know why. Usually I would be very nervous, but I don't know why I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, Cal haven't given us a reason to not trust him. Them. Fuck.
Him.
Them, yeah, them. Yeah, pronouns. No, I can't figure it out. Don't make me. Okay. Yeah, well, is anyone else nervous?
She's now been forthright. But
well, of course I'm nervous, but
yeah,
I'm interested as well.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Am I the only one who isn't nervous?
I'm not nervous, no.
Well, when Nardron was telling us about this person, we came to the understanding that she can charm people and walk them out. Damn it. They can just charm someone and walk them out the city. So, fundamentally, she was kidding
originally, but as Mel said, there is a very good reason that's the case. You know that the
but it's still a bit wary about the whole situation.
Yes, and I think that's the understanding because now we are all here.
I mean, we got the context, right? Like,
the people have come back.
The night you met them, they were very much not telling you the whole truth. So now we got the context and we understand what's going on. I'm more willing to trust them, but still a bit wary.
I think that's fine. I think Cal understands that. And from their point of view, you can see we're a rough and tumble, a band of potential brigands who may cause problems for the source of their powers. So that I'm looking forward. I think it'll be interesting.
Cool. So as you sort of finish that discussion, you see Calypso sort of goes over like a small, or like, yeah, we'll say not yet. Calypso sort of turns around, sees all of you talking, and says, "We are almost there. It is the daytime, and she does usually sleep or at least rest in the day. So, if you don't mind, I would like to have a conversation first."
It's like half 4, isn't it?
It's fine.
Yeah, it's like 4:30.
Is that why you wanted me to do at 1 instead of like any later? So that you could have a conversation before we went in?
Well, partially, but it's also partially because she sings in the night. So it would have been heard before we got up there, so you might have been charmed before.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, wait.
Hi.
Even though we're coming here willingly, we will still get charmed? Like, is that an uncontrollable thing from
Yeah, she can't
this
control
person?
it.
Well, the music itself is magical. The song is magical.
When she talks, it has the lingering enchantment of charming, and it just happens when she vocalizes. It can't really be helped.
Are you immune to her charms, Cal?
Mostly. If I'm stressed or not focusing, then I might accidentally, but for the most part I am.
What about the people who choose to stay with her after the performance?
Well, they're not always. They are not immune to the charm in the same way I am, but they are not always charmed.
They're not always charmed. So some choose to stay at their own volition even during the charming.
Yes.
Yeah, like everyone gets the choice to go home or stay when they're not charmed. Right?
Yes.
I knew that, but I was more wondering if they were choosing to stay for this person or because the charm effect is kind of like a drug.
No, the charm effect isn't like a drug.
Okay, so we're not going to enter a crack house, is what I'm asking.
No, with that attitude.
The charm effect can be alluring, but only while you are charmed. When it wears off, you can have any assumptions or thoughts about it that you'd like.
Where do the people who've been charmed stay? Do they stay with her?
I can show you. We're almost there.
Oh, okay.
Is it going to be like a shanty town, or...?
But yeah, as you we'll say at this point because it makes sense. As you sort of go over this small like lip of the hill, you I'll just change the map. You see a number of 2 or 3 small tents set up.
Town.
Yeah, you see a few people sitting around eating food. Some people in the tent, some people out. You see about 4 or 5. There's a small campfire that's set up. That's some food's cooking. There is sort of this beautiful looking waterfall that sort of splits off into 3 small rivers that goes down. And yeah, that's what you will see. There's a bit of foliage. There's like, it's not on the map. There's like a ladder to climb up a bit to get to the main section.
Where are we coming in from?
Sort of the bottom of this map.
Is this a glacial river?
No, I don't think it gets cold enough.
So where's the water coming from?
The rain. It's like it like pulls. Let's say like there's a thing up above. Jen, why are you trying to make me do physics?
It's a
This
big
isn't
ass
physics.
dam.
This is geography.
Geology.
Okay,
well,
that's fine. I was
Above
just-
James, if you want to know.
It's a magical spring. It's fine.
No, because the snow. There is snow like when it's colder, so
Oh,
it
right,
does
right, yeah.
free. It does like melt when it gets warmer. But then there is like almost like a natural bowl near the top of the mountain that will like
Okay.
have
And
hold
then
rainwater. Yeah,
Okay.
no overflow.
Yeah, wonderful. Oh, okay. I wouldn't. I'll try to find an area kind of upstream of people if I can get there, just to like maybe dunk a toe in or have maybe a little sip of the water because it should be very fresh.
It is very
Fine.
fresh,
So fresh.
like clear water. Yeah.
The people about. Are there any elven races?
Hold on 1 second. There's a ladder. Yeah,
Oh wow.
they materialized in front of you.
Oh, they've levitated me. I can't.
Where am I looking? I'm also looking for
I should have
Mel.
nicked fucking Slab's guitar and flew myself up.
Okay,
Work
take
you,
psychic
Bob.
damage when you try and
Yeah.
play it.
Worth it.
Bard exclusive.
Remember that time in Strahd?
Oh,
That's funny. That's fine. I'll tell you later.
Can
Yeah.
I go up to one of these people at their tents
Mhm.
and just be like, hey, I just want to ask a quick question.
You see, like a portly dwarven man. Hi, what can I do?
Kick a
Hi.
tent door
I,
in
I, I was
before
actually just.
he's got to be polite now.
I was actually wondering. So, you've chosen to stay here of your own volition, correct?
Well, I'm just staying here for the day. I'm gonna go back home later.
Okay, that was actually what I was going to ask. Is do people come and go as they please once they know about this place? And
Well, I was actually waiting for
Looks to Calypso.
Calypso because they help with the forgetting of
Navigating.
this
oh,
and
Well,
the
okay.
navigating.
this is my question. Why would you want to forget this? I know it's a way to protect the siren, but if you were able to remember, and you could, like those who choose to stay here to remember, are they allowed to go see their families? Like,
Well, usually, from what has been said and what I've been told, Calypso keeps the music. You hear the melody, but you don't remember who sang it.
okay. And does that affect everyone who so? For those who, you're not really the person to ask if you are leaving. Do you know anyone who stays here permanently?
This points to like this guy sitting at the edge of the water, like dipping his
Cool.
feet in.
Thank you. You've been a bit of a help here. I just need to go talk to him. Okay.
Just before you do, because I know Calypso wants to talk to us. Through context clues, have we got like 10 minutes to meander around these tents, or does you want to talk to us urgently?
Okay.
You're fine. I don't know whether you're saying she in context of Calypso or the siren, so I didn't correct you.
Well, yes, definitely the siren.
Actually, we'll say once Siren finishes talking to that person, Calypso will just mention, I'm going to talk to them now. Give me about 15 minutes.
Sick. That's all.
There
I
you go,
need.
James.
Because all I want to do is, whilst I'm kind of I'm having a bit of a splish splash for a minute, tasting the water, and then I would like to ritual cast detect magic.
Mhm. 1 second. So you
Fist
still
blow now.
Any-
Magical.
so before you do that, take magic. Anyone who's looking at Calypso will see that they just sort of wander into the small like lake that's like forms around the waterfall and walks into the waterfall and vanishes behind it.
They.
What? Did I do it?
You
He
did
did.
it! Oh no!
When did I do
Not
it?
you.
Literally, just I said she went behind the waterfall.
Oh. Did I say she or did I say
He
vanished?
said she.
She.
Okay.
We have broken him.
We've all done it
No.
apart from Beth. You're the only one now. Peer pressure.
What have you done?
You got
I
got
can't-
a misgender.
I'm remembering 8 different things. I
Yeah,
can't.
no.
You can't leave this responsibility up to me, guys.
No, no, fine.
Right, I go up to
Jesus.
this man over here.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me.
You assuming his gender?
Oh no.
What said it was a man in the corner?
Yeah,
Like, literally.
yeah. Just like a very generic human guy.
Yeah.
Sort of like
Hi,
blonde hair.
so you stay here as a permanent resident? That's my big
Now,
word for the day.
yes.
Okay, so I have a question.
What word? Permanent or resident?
Both at the same time.
Okay.
I have a question. If you were to leave, to say get some food or to meet your parents, do you how do you know to come back? Like, do you have to forget? Like, if you live here, and can you see your family while you live here or not?
Well, no one really stays here permanently. So almost like a nice getaway more than anything. But if we want to go and see family or have something important to do, we ask Calypso, and Calypso, along with Fiona, sort of wipe our memory for a bit of time. We do that, Calypso takes us back.
Okay. Do you ask her to do it? It's not they do it, just do it as like a rule.
It's difficult now because you're talking about 2 people who one of them
Yeah.
is she, one of them is they.
Yeah, but Calypso wipes the memory.
Yeah.
With Fiona.
Do we know who she
So
is?
technically it is a they there in that situation.
Yeah.
Talking about both of them.
I mean, son, if you want to make me an intelligence check, it's like a DC 10. 13. You get the sense, using your small brain, you get the sense that Fiona is probably the name of the siren.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe that's been mentioned before. Yeah, they help us, and we come back if we so choose, but then we can also choose not to come back.
Right.
Have you heard her sing yet?
No, we actually caught a couple of our compatriots. Oh, I've got another big word for the day. Hell yeah.
Oh no, the ring's making him smarter.
A couple of our friends, our party members, they caught Calypso taking people, and it looked at the time like without consent, and we didn't really get contact, and we managed to find out where she was, and we ended up talking to her, and we got the contact.
They.
Jesus. They ended up talking to them, and we found out about this, and we wanted to come experience it and see what the crack was.
They sort of, the guy looks like the sun, because it's like autumn, so the sun is now setting, and it's like, it's not dark, but it's sort of now, the sky's getting a bit red. Well, the sun should be setting soon, so maybe you'll hear a performance. Don't worry, we're all okay.
So, I just, my worry is the mind wiping.
I won't worry about that, buddy.
The worry with the mind wiping
Very
is
quick
why,
wipe.
My worry with the mind wiping is why do it at all? Like, surely word of mouth. I know there are people who would hunt Siren, but still, just seems like
There's
like
the problem.
you would know the people to trust with this information. I assume, right?
Yes, but there are things that can influence a person's mind, as I'm aware, and things that can look into a person's mind. And what if they were looking for a siren like yourselves and happened to get the information from I wouldn't want that.
I don't want to be offensive, but You are the most generic human dude I've ever met.
Says you,
Coming
buddy.
from Sidon!
The guy wearing a gi with like hair looking
All
dumb
I'm
as hell.
saying, this
Like an
guy,
extra from fucking
this guy-
Dragon Ball.
this guy looks exactly like Sidon.
Yeah, I was
His
gonna
hair,
say
his,
that's a joke.
his hair is
Racist.
blonde. His hair is blonde, but his skin tone is darker. That's the only difference.
That's
Is he wearing a
racist.
gi?
Yeah.
Wait, but
I'm
saying that
literally-
he's the most generic person
To
you've
his
met
face.
isn't?
He's far from generic.
Hang on. I want to argue something here. That ring should be saying something right
That's
now.
true.
Because that was fucking
Sidon-
rude.
Sidon, can you make me a wisdom save?
Yeah. I was expecting that. But
Oh, I
I'm
was just
not
thinking it
generic
was
at
like-
all.
6.
Human contact thing.
Yeah, 6. You say those words, and you immediately get the urge, like you want to apologize.
Sorry, that was very rude.
No,
I
no,
I
it's
think
alright. Don't worry.
if Maeve is in any sort of hearing distance from that, she's just gonna gawk like. Huh?
Okay, we'll say at this point, Archon, your detect magic finishes.
Mhm.
You get sort of the faint magical glow from I think all of you because you will have magical items or something magical about you. You get a magical glow from Sidon's ring, like you get from his hands and the ring, but obviously you don't know what the ring does, but the ring looks to be what would it be?
Curse.
Enchantment,
Okay.
Curse.
I guess.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
enchantment.
looking for, I'm kind of my eyes are skirting over the party. But
Uh-huh.
that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking specifically at the other people.
Mhm.
And what I'm also going to do is because I imagine there's like it's like a 7-hour round trip. So this is basically Cal's full-time fucking job.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send Porridge up to look at abandoned tents to see if there's anything shiny that he's going to pick out.
You can have Porridge make me an investigation check.
Porridge is going to make an investigation.
Or perception.
Let's roll 20, let's
I'll
go.
go perception if that's
Yeah.
okay, because he has like
That's
0
fine.
brain. Oh my god, he has intelligence 2, not +2, 2.
Oh.
Almost like suck.
50, yeah, 15.
15? Yeah. Porridge finds like a silver.
Okay, so you joke, but that
I know.
really helps.
That's why I said it.
Yeah. Where is it? Inventory. He brings that to me, and I'm like, good boy. And he's also like examining the tents to see like how. In fact, I'm looking at the people to see if there is any lingering effect of charm.
You
but I'm
don't
also,
sense anything.
you don't, okay, that's perfect. I would like to examine one of the tents, like one of the unoccupied tents, to kind of see if there's any indication, or if I can get near a tent, see any indication of what the I can't think of a more polite way of saying turnover is. So, like, how often are they cycling the people? If
Oh.
that makes sense.
Make me an investigation check.
Mm-hmm. No, this is with the big boy brain. 23.
23. You get the sense that sort of there's a lot of like foot traffic in the area. You get the sense that the tents probably aren't reused, and if they're reused, not often. Because you can see like obviously there are a few people in tents, and for the tents that don't have anyone in them currently, you get the sense that they have someone's tent that's over there, or it's a tent that's been recently put up, or is about to be put down, something like that. So you don't get the sense there's like a cycle.
Okay. How long then do I think that this campsite's been here?
Looking at it, probably 2 weeks.
Okay.
Ish.
Don't seem to be more than 2 weeks. Okay. I'm gonna try and find Mel.
You see Mel's like chatting to two of those people.
Yeah. When she's finished chatting to them, I'm gonna pass along that information and see if that tallies with the reports. Like, people been going missing for about 2 weeks. There doesn't appear to be like tents are kind of built as and when, and just to see if that kind of marries up with what Mel's expectations were, and see if she's kind of like happy with the information she's getting from the people. I would tell her that I'm not seeing them being under any
Charmed,
charm effects, stuff like that.
That sort of lines up. There was, I think the first one was about a week and a half ago, which about lines up if, we're assuming that the word didn't get out instantly. They just sort of seem to be just living like people, I guess. For all that's being said, I expected worse. Yeah, I'm still a bit wary when she starts singing, but yeah,
that makes perfect sense. Of course, yes, it is. It makes perfect sense. Well, are these the people? Have you managed to find anyone specific that had gone missing?
Yeah, I have. She lists names.
Wonderful. And this is again somewhat awkward. We talked about it briefly last night. Is there any reward for the?
Well, I'm not the person to give that out. But I think that, considering you also helped with did pretty much everything with the Crimson Hand stuff, I think there should be something.
Okay. I only just realised the reason I'm not a mercenary person. I need to assure you I'm not a mercenary person. It's just that when I was at school, everything was handed to me, provided for me, spells, components, things like that. In the real world, things are expensive, and I have spent all my money. And
you can ask.
Also,
Discord fucked itself, James.
I want to earn the money, stand on my own 2 feet, but equally, sometimes if you just do something without asking for a reward, you won't get one. And it's fine. I would have done this anyway. It's just, you know, since we're doing it.
It helps. Yeah, it helps.
Yeah.
It helps to
Whew, yeah.
But if you do need stuff, I'm sure everyone and myself will be able to help or try to help.
Well, the things I want are they're really only useful for me. Like, it doesn't help anybody for me to. It doesn't help the group if I learn the ceremony spell.
Well, Artron, you're working in this group, you're helping all these people. It's not illegal to be a bit selfish sometimes.
I know, but it's. And it's kind of like if there, I imagine that kind of everyone's kind of pottering around a little bit. Mm-hmm. I haven't really had friends like this before. The only friends I had before were at school, and they were kind of forced to be with me. These now people have, I think, chosen, and I want to make sure they keep making that choice.
Yeah. Well, everyone seems to like you. I like you.
Oh, I like you too, man. Thank you very much.
She goes try and give you a hug.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. I'm getting there. Yep. Pat, pat, pat.
Sorry. She doesn't read social cues.
No, neither does he. He doesn't he doesn't hate it. He just doesn't. He can't quite work it out. There's only been 2 types of hug he's ever been really willing to have, and that's one from his mum. So not one. He had more than one hug.
Too singular.
I assume. And then he did have a girlfriend, but the hugs between friends. What? Oh Jesus! But he did have a girlfriend, and the hug between friends and girlfriends is very different.
Yeah,
I assume
friends and partners. Yeah.
So it's less, fluffing of the pillows at the back kind of thing.
Jesus.
But yeah, he pats her on the back. He's enjoying it. He's not against it. He does like Mel.
Yeah. She gives you a pat on the head.
Yep. Not patronising at all. I like it. Thank you.
Does he actually say that?
Yeah, but fun, like laughingly.
No, yeah. He's like, sorry, just.
It's okay. No, it's fine. It's jocularity. It's like how as he was going to say, like how we joke with Sidon, but no, that is mean-spirited and desperately wants to win that fight. No, he's laughing. He's relaxed. It's. He will observe, and the water. I suppose I can't because it might be out of range. But the waterfall that Cal went into, is that waterfall magical?
No.
Okay.
He's a waterfall.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say just if you're doing anything or if anyone else is doing anything before Calypso comes out.
Nope.
Silence got to potter about, wondering why he apologized to a person. After stating straight facts, but you know.
And Drax is just gonna lean against the tree and smug to himself.
Cool. So, sorry, I'm just doing something quickly. Oh. So as you're all sort of pottering about, talking, you all hear Calypso's voice, not simultaneously, but slightly out of sync, like a message, cantrip, saying, she's ready, come inside if you'd like, it's through the waterfall.
Do the people around the campsite react to that?
No.
Okay.
She didn't seem
And neither does Mel.
No. Well,
She didn't seem very energetic about it.
They
I was
didn't,
expecting a
did
bit
they?
more. They didn't seem very
well,
energetic.
I don't know.
I
if
was
you've
expecting a
spoken
bit
to
more
me
of a menage, a bit more of a performance.
Well, no, I think Calypso saves her passion for the music.
Their
For
passion.
performance. Their passion. For fuck's sake.
Oh, damn it.
Their passion for the performance. Yes. I'm gonna leave my spell book with Mel.
Okay.
I don't know if Discord just shit
The
itself.
Discord did, yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do, because it
Didn't
is
like
keep
3 times
because it
in a
is
row.
keep shitting itself, I am just gonna put music on so I know when it happened.
Yeah, we were. I think specifically asked not to take weapons, so I'm going to make not a show of it, but not hiding it in any way. Oh, like kind of like walk away 10 feet, go. Oh no, Mel. We were asked not to take weapons. Do you mind holding on to my book? And Porridge will be here to keep you company, and Porridge will land and like preen a little bit nearer.
Okay, yeah.
He
she
likes nuts, fish, and just scritches.
Well, I don't have any nuts. I don't have any fish.
You
I can
do
give
have
scri-
scritches. You have
I
two
can give
perfectly good
scratches.
scritches. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm the most
Check listener
immature
notes.
person.
Sorry.
I said I am the most immature person.
Because you thought of these nuts, I guess.
Yeah, these.
Yeah. Well, when Mel said I don't have any nuts, I was like, yeah.
But yeah, so you all. Did it do it?
Yeah, did it.
No?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Yep.
dude.
Yeah, I'm just turning the music on. The only person that has weapons is Drac. Or like, weapons they use. So I'm not sure, Drac, do you give your weapons to Mel or do you just go in?
Well, Calypso didn't say anything, so I assume I keep it on me.
You guys are so rude. We've been invited into the. No.
No, just go.
No, he makes a show and sees no one else does. Feels a bit of a tit. But,
Well, I mean, what weapons am I gonna give? You can't get rid of these guns.
Oh.
Son, maybe a
I
wisdom
rip
save.
off my arm.
Yeah.
Archer looks at the pool as like, I wonder if I can drown myself in it. Ridiculous.
Wow, that's
Got
alright.
that again.
Son, you did it again. Maybe I should kill the
Jesus, he's
music.
just doing it all the time now, yeah.
Maybe I should
Can
change
we
the.
just,
No,
like,
he was doing it
leave
without the music
call
anyway.
and then
Maybe I should hold on.
re-
I don't think that changed anything. I'm just gonna change the server. How the fuck do I do that?
It's
There
on
we
the
go.
little cogwheel.
Yeah. What do you always change to Rotterdam?
If it's on automatic, it probably is Rotterdam anyway, but I just bounce it around a bit to see if we can find a stable one.
We'll see. We'll do Rotterdam for now. 31. Yeah, okay, cool. So, you all, I assume, head in, like, through the waterfall. You, like, jump, there's, like, a log that's there. Clearly, like, meant to look like it's just there, but it's, like, not bolted, but it's, like, held there. And there's some rocks to jump on, so you don't get too wet while you're walking through. But yeah, I assume the 4 of you walk in?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you walk in, hold on 1 second. You just trying to find the. Do I have a description for this? I don't know. Yeah. So you walk in through this waterfall and see this like not small but like not too large sort of cave. It's like a small, almost circular cave with a pool of water in the center. And you sort of see, you look up and can see, in, like, reflecting on this pool of water, there's, like, clearly, like, a hole from this pool of water up that lets in light. Because it's sort of light that sort of comes off the water. You see there's stones around, you see a few chests around as well as some, like, debris and stuff under the water. You see, hold on, I'm just gonna change the map quickly. Calypso is in the room sitting on a rock, as well as a feminine form leaning on what looks to be a log. Sort of talking to Calypso. I didn't know this had audio. The playlist is called Instrumentals.
And immediately the first song, 20 seconds in, lyrics, yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
I didn't have time to look at it, so. But yes.
Well, I like fucking synthwave outro.
Well, I could use the Hades soundtrack. Hold on.
That's a bit dramatic, though.
Don't tempt me. I'll do that.
If an Indigo happens to go giving away all my weapons again, just get absolutely mullered.
That'd be so funny.
It's just, oh God Almighty.
But yeah, you see this sort of blue-skinned, feminine. I just killed that fucking hell, bitch. You see this sort of blue-skinned feminine form leaning on this log, with sort of like long black hair, sort of a few flowers throughout of it. She has very sort of large and, I wouldn't say it sounds like patronizing, but like cute eyes, if that makes sense.
Like Bambi eyes.
Well, she's not a deer, but sort of like, yeah, sort of like a very, I guess like
young
cute
sister in
expression.
an anime. Like
Yeah. I'll send the image. I didn't do this image, but I put it in Talkie Time.
Excuse me.
If it wants to load. My bit. What? Discord. There you go.
There we go. Well, she's cute, so.
Really? I think she's scary.
She's a bit like it's very The Ring, isn't it?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
You see, Calypso looks up to all of you and says, and just like doesn't say anything, just like gestures towards her.
Can I ask?
Mm-hmm.
In past journeys
Mm-hmm.
to the Fae,
Mm-hmm.
when Maeve like met with the Emperor,
Yeah.
what is like the common courtesy thing to do? Is it like a bow your head kind of thing, or? Because I think
I mean,
she just
he's chill as fuck, but
Yeah,
for normal Fae,
because I feel like she'd know what to do in that situation.
Faes are very weird. I don't think there's like a common courtesy. I think it's just, be not immediately shitty, and you're probably okay-ish. He's got a ring now, don't worry.
Yeah. He can still be immediately shitty. He just has to.
He just has to go back on it afterwards.
Yeah.
You see, the siren's clearly waiting for you to say something first because she doesn't want to talk and then charm you.
I'm gonna go sit down next to Cal and then address the siren. And like kind of, when you're like waiting for someone to introduce you, but you kind of know who it is you're talking to anyway. So you kind of eyes are darting between two. So I assume this is the famous Fiona. Heard so much about.
There's like a slight giggle. Yeah. Like she says, yeah. She comes
from
up
Fiona or from Cal.
From Fiona.
Oh, okay.
She like says, yeah, but as she says, yeah, she like covers her mouth.
how's Cal acting? Like, what's
Um,
their fucking hellfire? What's their at least got something? What's their kind of
Demeanor.
demeanor? Yeah.
Cal is looking slightly nervous. You can, you can't see a weapon on them, and they're not like reaching for anything specific, but they are clearly like wary and watching. But they seem to calm down slightly when they saw Mel wasn't there, like because obviously they didn't contact Mel, but wasn't sure if you were just gonna say, "Hey, Mel, come in."
No, we thought it best if Mel remained outside as a independent point of perhaps reason, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Am I okay to sit here?
Yes.
Okay. He's going to look at this rock. How grimy is it?
It's not. It's like people do sit on it.
Okay. He's going to take out one of his many handkerchiefs and sit on that. He's not got the pants on for sitting on wet rock.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at this girl/woman, Faye,
Mm-hmm.
and just nod and then like, very nice to be here. I'm looking forward to hear you sing or play.
Sort of looks to Calypso, and sort of like isn't sure whether to say anything or not. It like gives like the head tilt of like, do I say something? Then like Calypso like gives a nod, and Fiona then says, "Well, I don't sing often. Well, I'm not sure. I don't want to accidentally charm you. And can you all make a wisdom save, please?"
Yeah.
Keep forgetting I've got. It doesn't fucking matter. But I do have proficiency in wisdom saves. So Artron's gone. Like.
Yeah, so as she talks, Archon, you sit on the rock and sort of engrossed. You've been like not enjoying, but like sort of into this whole thing. And hearing the song earlier as Fiona speaks, there's almost like this slight rhythm and melody to it. And you're just like, you can't help but be engrossed, and you are charmed currently.
Feel the beat of the rhythm of the night.
I was thinking about that exactly.
So currently it's
Aldebarge.
so it's not domination, but it's like you want to, it's like the charm person
Shame.
stuff, essentially.
So I mean, I think there's probably the physical visual cue from Archer normally is very tightly wound, sits very upright, very like eyes are always darting a little bit, especially in situations he's not familiar with or doesn't feel in control of. Like it's like someone's kind of removed some of his vertebra maybe, or just like hit him with some Valium. It's just like you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think Maeve would be like not like standing right next to Archon and like, you know, being like stupidly protective, but she'd be like closer because she'd recognize that like something wasn't 100% about him and just be like slightly protective and be like
Fiona like looks over to Cal and Archon and just points to Archon. I'm sorry.
Big shit-eating grin. What?
I mean, we knew this was a possibility coming
Yes,
in. Number one,
yeah.
when
It's
not to
fine. I feel
apologise
great. I felt the best I have in days.
Yeah, we knew this was gonna happen, so...
Archeron, try not to get addicted to the feeling or the rhythm of the night.
Until the morning.
So what? Calypso mentioned that you wanted to talk.
But we were actually here to just listen to you sing.
Yes,
I thought that was the.
We were offered a performance if that's okay.
It looks to Calypso. It looks very excited. Okay.
and I know I'm charmed, right?
Mhm.
So if I can't do this, this is fine. Archon would have been engaged with us anyway, so he knew that there's a chance he would get charmed. He's
Mhm.
kind of he's I think the flavor of the spell, he's just inclined to treat this person as a friend, as he would anyway.
Yeah.
I've kind of dialed up a little bit. How old, or like what? Okay, age might not be the right. What level of maturity do I think the siren is? Because I'm getting like young vibes.
You can make me a.
Arcana.
It's gonna be insight.
Say Arcana.
It's gonna be insight.
Um,
What do you expect? You're looking for the maturity. You're looking for a physical.
No,
like,
because I thought with Arcana, like, because a non-natural creature, I'd be able to like go, oh, the magic around them is.
no
That's
chance. You're trying to look for how a person reacts to things.
No, I might
That's
just. Oh, whatever.
Wow.
No.
You have hero points.
You do have hero points.
I don't. I have got through them so fucking fast.
You have one actually.
I
Yeah.
have one.
You have
yeah.
hero point.
Did you give yourself hero points back after level up, or is it only one hero after level up? I
You only
can't
get one
remember
back on the level up.
how-
Yeah.
I think I've only given myself one.
Yes, one. You can't tell with the time.
Okay. I might just. Fiona, how old are you? That sounds so weird. Oh.
She like does that thing where you look like fake, shocked or
Offended.
embarrassed. Yeah, fake
Yeah, coy,
offended.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't ask a lady her age.
Oh,
Maeve's
dreadfully
gonna
sorry.
smile at that.
It's-
No, no.
I've never met a siren
I'm not
before.
sure
Oh.
how old I am. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, I spend time underwater and now here, so I don't see the sun, so I can't count. And
Oh.
I've been all around, so I don't know.
Have you
Surely
ever
you
been
have
to
like an
Fair?
internal body clock. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, Froggy, my friend. Surely you have an internal body clock that sort of
Not in
tracks
Yeah.
years.
Body clock.
Jesus Christ, Pete.
Can your internal body clock tell you how old you are?
I feel old, but that's because
Yeah,
it's fucking
but
freezing.
I sort of treat it as you wake up, you sleep, you then wake up. You can sort of feel that day's gone by.
Well, yes,
can
but
still-
you do expect me to
Yeah,
remember
but
all
it's
of it?
kind of hard to count to like 356.
We can't even come to a consensus how long it's been since we met. Right?
I can actually tell you probably exactly, but well, if I think about it, it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and
It's
Calypso.
fine, you don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
cells.
You get the sense Fiona will just keep counting.
We
Until
can come back when you've finished.
Calypso whispers to you, Archon. Well, she told me at one point it was at least 60 something, and it's been a few years since that, so assume 70 or above.
Oh. And I hope
What's
you
your
don't.
skincare routine?
Yeah. Wet.
Aw.
Mountain spring water.
Yeah. Archon, with this kind of dopey grin, is kind of a little bit more. It's almost like leaning into more of like a pissed vibe. Like he's like a little bit like more out of control, and he's gonna look around, and he's like his head's whipping like quite. Like, you know how drunk people are very with their head.
Yeah,
I did the action as I made the noise,
Yeah.
then I hope you appreciate it.
I
So
see.
he's kind of looking around and he goes, and where did you find the inimitable cow? And when did you bring them into your service? Or how did you bring them into the service?
As you're saying that, you see Fiona's like 37, 38. Oh, like stops talking and lets Calypso explain it. Well, as I mentioned before, my family travelled near. It was Port Lyron, I believe. Was trying to sort of make a bit of coin there. and I was looking around and I came across a cove where I found Fiona and have been. There was a conversation, there was a deal, and the rest is history.
And how long ago was that, if you don't mind me asking?
About 2 years, I believe. 2.5.
Okay, right. So this is a logistical question, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're at the top of a mountain, right?
Yeah.
The siren, we can presumably see the siren's full body. Or,
Yes.
Yeah. The siren is effectively a mermaid, right?
Yes.
So, okay, I'm going to ask it in character.
Mhm.
Archon's going to see all this, put it together. So did you swim up the waterfalls?
Fiona and Calypso laugh, and then Calypso says, "It was a great deal of a lot to get Fiona here. Swam. Hold on, actually, I have to find it. I do have the thing. I just need to try to find the exact. Well, she swam to the east of Port Lyron to the river and swam up it. Swam up the river with my help, and
They're kind of like a salmon.
can you make me a wisdom save?
Yeah, ring.
Comparing her to a fucking
18? You're fine.
18.
You don't need to apologize for that. There's nothing wrong with that. What do you mean? Yeah. Fiona like laughs slightly and then gives you like a eyebrow raise and like a stern like that's mean. Swam up the river and towards the area we are now. She did not swim up the waterfall. It was a mix of carrying, waiting, resting, and carrying. If you want to know.
And I it might be a bit presumptuous, but you mentioned a conversation and a deal. Is the deal just to protect you and to bring you the and like it desperately searching for a word and lands on audience?
Yeah. It was along those lines. She helped me, get better at my craft, and I promised that she'd have an audience.
Oh, wonderful. Will you be performing tonight?
Fiona nods. In, I think, about 10 minutes? Looks at Calypso. Calypso says, 12 to be exact. 12.
Why the what's the word? The specificity on the time. Why does it have to be a set time?
Well, I sing when the moon comes out, and that's when the moon comes out.
Which moon?
Dialister.
Do you have a song for Rhea at all?
No. I don't really have specific songs, it's just
The Rhythm of the Night.
the rhythm of the night.
Okay. Oh, interesting. What fascinating.
That's the name of the episode, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Fucking love Elf.
Elle seems very specific with time. When she asked us to meet, she said
They
directly on.
did, yeah. They did do that.
They asked us to meet at exactly 1 o'clock, and no later. Cal, are you a stickler for time? Is it like a pet peeve? It's pet peeve of mine. So I get it.
Is it?
I just
Can I insight that, because I don't think that's ever come
Calypso
up
check.
before.
Calypso says, I just like to be on time and don't like waiting around for things, and I like things to be perfectly presented at the opportune moment.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I get it.
Yeah.
respect
I get it.
that.
Playing music, I got used to timings, and I just like for everything to be in time. Well, okay, I will actually mention, because I did forget to mention when you guys were walking. Archeron's passive... what's everyone's passive perception?
Dog shit, like 12.
No.
13.
13. Okay, so we'll say... Well, investigation can also work. So we'll say...
17.
Yeah,
Oh,
Maeve
only
noticed
15.
it... So Maeve noticed it for... Oh, wait, sorry. Who had the highest passive perception? Someone said 13.
They may have the same. 13.
Okay, so you guys would have noticed it pretty quickly. But Archeron and Drac would have listened to it and more correctly identified it. Calypso steps in time when they walk.
Oh,
I think Calypso might have OCD.
I think Calypso might be autistic because it's a very similar thing to what I genuinely have, which is time's got to be like right. If it's not, I get the thingy.
And sort of now thinking about it, they step in. It's gonna sound really weird. They step like I don't actually know the name of the. It's like a certain thing, but it's like bum 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 bum. They step like that, like a waltz. Thank you. That's what I was trying to think of. They step in a waltz when they walk.
That must be so annoying. So step, step, spring, step, step, ding, 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 ding. Oh my god.
Well, it doesn't have to be massive steps. It's just like the order of it.
Okay.
It's like there's like a slight pause for what you know what I mean.
It's like military marching. It's got to be done in time.
Okay. With my slightly dazed eyes.
Actually, we'll ask for everyone to make a further wisdom save because Fiona has been talking a bit.
I actually thought it was like a one and done, and then you're free for the evening.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
It's a different thing. The charm thing is like slightly different. The actual main thing is like a one and done. Okay, so Archeron is still charmed. Sidon is charmed. What's the DC? Maeve, you are just fine.
Maeve will have advantage because she's drowned.
Half elf. I don't know if half elf go through.
Oh, that's a good point. Oh.
Frightened and magical sleep.
They do get it. It's Fey ancestry.
Oh yeah, so I
Goblins
think
get
you would have it. Advantage on saves against being charmed. Yeah, so you would have, but it's fine. You saved. Yeah. So yeah, Sidon, you are charmed. But yeah, sort of Fiona. So apart from hearing me sing, is there anything else you wanted? Because Calypso seemed nervous about you all.
Well, that's because we have Mel outside. It's not short for Melody, which is a real shame. But Mel is one of the guards from the city who came to look for those who come to hear you sing.
Yeah.
Oh.
And also, I probably scared Cal a little bit because I came barreling out of a window.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Is like Mr. Calypso and then all of you? Is it going to be an issue?
No, it's fine.
We got the context, so we understand now. That was the
just a
main
misunderstanding the first time we met.
Okay.
So no worries.
Good.
She like looks around and is like trying to. It's like not nervous, but it's like slightly tentative, I guess. I could if I have things that I don't really use. If any of you want something, just for being nice and not hurting me.
Well, I left.
Cal
you don't have
to
very
give
protective.
us anything.
Cal asked us to leave our weapons outside, and I didn't even bring my book and
What,
my
did
quill.
he?
What?
Did they?
They did yesterday, yes.
Oh, I thought you mean now.
No. Well, it was context, though, right?
Was it?
Well,
I did briefly mention it, but it's all right.
it's fine. Yeah, I know we're all friends here, but yes, it's fine. I just was fascinated. There was a moment when and Outron's like a little bit like looser than he would normally be. He's gonna pat Cal like kind of on the leg near kind of like between the knee and the thigh. Whatever that
Sorry, what?
between the knee and the thigh. I don't
Yeah,
know
I think that's
you
just
know
like
what I
the
mean.
that's like the end of the or like the
Like we'll call it like safe space. It's not quite assault in a
Yeah,
it's not quite
okay.
assault in the poor person. So he like pats him on the thigh, like a little bit looser than he would normally. There was a horrible misunderstanding, Pat, when I thought that because of some other rather unfortunate situations that I'd been in recently, that these poor people were in danger, and so I had to stop them leaving, and I tried to trap Cal in the room without hurting them, and they played this wonderful song, and it's like all the cares just lifted from my shoulders. But I brought Drac in, and there was this horrible moment of tension, and I hope you can understand from both sides. I think we've kind of moved past it now, but I mean it was just really a pleasure to come and meet you.
It's nice to meet you all. You see, she looks over at Cal, and Cal's like looking down at the Pat. And it's like,
oh, the hand's gone. It was like
a
brief, yeah.
just like looking down at the position, and then sort of looks up to Fiona and just like taps their wrist, like time. And Fiona says, "Oh well, I think it's time. Be warned. You probably will get charmed if you're not already."
What do you mean?
I said what I said. And I'm not going to sing like a siren.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm leaving this campaign. This is bullshit.
But you all hear so you see as Calypso taps their wrist and Fiona gets ready to sing. Almost in tandem, you watch as Fiona gets into like the middle of this lake, or near the middle of this lake, and you see a beam of blue light sort of come down to illuminate her, as she begins to sing. Not too dissimilar to when Calypso plays their violin, but whereas Calypso, if you picture, Calypso uses minor chords, Fiona uses like major chords.
Is Calypso also?
No,
like,
Calypso's not playing. They're just sort of sitting there watching. But as sort of Fiona sings, you sort of feel yourself start to relax and enjoy the moment. I'm gonna need all of you to make me a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Oh shit!
So it's just a regular one.
So Maeve is a straight roll. Yeah.
5. No, 7.
7, 22. Okay. So, for those who were charmed, they are still base charmed. But for Sidon and Drac, you are currently dominated.
Oh shit!
Oh wow!
And you are obviously nothing. You're not being told to do anything bad. But you are just taking in this moment and enjoying it. I should roll for Mel outside.
Will Porridge need to roll then? I suppose if it's dominate person, no.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Wisdom.
You magpie.
12. Mel also fails from outside.
What about all the people outside? Roll every single individual person outside.
It doesn't matter. But yeah, so you're all listening to this, and we'll say a few minutes in, you hear sort of splashing of water as you see Mel walk in, just sort of like overtaken by this, and just sort of stands next to Sidon as just like, not like gormless, but it's just like very focused on this.
That is a point of concern.
What?
Because Mel's reaction may be. So I'm still base charmed, but I'm
still base charmed. Yeah.
It's rude to interrupt the performance.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just check my spells.
Sidon can't do it now.
I'm not charmed at all, so can I move myself
You're
in
fine.
between them?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this isn't an aggressive act. This is actively to protect the siren.
It's not. So it's not in a threatening way. She's just moving in such a way that like it looks like she's trying to get a better view, but she's standing actively between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I think even more passive than that. I don't think this is an unreasonable thing to do. Is to go over there and like seeing that Maeve has gone as well, like kind of like eyebrows, try to like link arms with Mel. Like, you know what I mean, like on both sides.
Yeah.
Like not to like disarm or hold them, but just when they presumably snap out of this, their reaction won't be aggressive.
Yeah.
Because that's concerned.
Yeah, so you link arms with Mel, she's fine. She's sort of, maybe you linking arms with Mel, or you just sort of standing in front of her?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you sort of also link arms, because I'm not going to make like a check or anything, she's not aggressive. She's sort of, she's very strong. Mel has the high, I think, the highest strength currently, right now.
She probably has far higher than mine.
Yes, she does, yeah. That's what I was trying to make sure. But yeah, as you guys sort of link arms, she says, "Oh, I love you guys too," and like pulls you in for like a massive hug. And just like holds you while the song keeps playing. And then after about 15 minutes, it's a long performance. You hear the song fade, and Fiona sort of like looks up towards all of you with like this almost like this childlike grin at seeing all of you like enjoying the performance.
Can I add a small thing?
Yeah.
So I think when Mel like hugs Maeve, I think obviously she always has that thing that whenever somebody's like physically affectionate towards her, she like freezes.
Yeah.
And I think she'd like seize up a little bit, and then sort of like with the music and everything, I think she'd like slowly ease out of it. And when the siren was finished singing, I think she'd have like teary eyes, but probably not because of the music. And yeah, she'd just very quickly like move away and wipe her eyes and be like, very, very good.
Was it like a recognizable tune, or was it like
no? It was just like,
I don't want to say improvisational jazz, but you know what I mean.
It wasn't like jazz, but like yeah, you don't recognize the tune. No, she wasn't scatting.
I was about to say she was scatting.
No, it was just sort of this clean, not practice, like spur of the moment melody, but it was beautiful.
Yeah. Okay.
It was music played by splish splashes in the water.
Yeah. Like just playing the wine glasses.
Yeah, after the performance, she like sort of dives under the water and like stays under there for a bit as you all come to, no longer charmed or dominated, whether you were or not.
Okay.
I think after the charm runs out for Sidon, who normally is very much very combat ready and very aggressive and has like an urge to always be fighting, and that was like the first time that was clear, is probably comes back with a bit more of a fervor that he kind of is in a bit of a weird way now. He's a bit more like didn't like that. No, it felt too quiet.
I really liked that song. It was really nice.
The song was lovely. Too quiet inside.
The whole song was about 20 minutes, so yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. I need to go somewhere, and he will like walk out the cave. And maybe try to find us. I don't know. He might try and leave the mountainside and maybe find like a small wolf to fight or something, just to blow off some steam.
Jesus.
He needs to blow some steam.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
He needs to blow some steam.
Okay, so Sun's lost and it's been found.
Simon's gone to fucking like punch at a fish.
Okay, well, we won't say you go yet because we don't know what's going to happen in the immediate. But
yeah.
So Sidon walks out. Well, like you can walk out, but we'll say you're not going to go find a wolf. You know.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
You're just like
He just needs
walking
to blow
out,
some
probably like
steam.
breathing outside for a second.
Yeah,
what
he
is
needs to-
everyone else's immediate reactions?
What's Mel? Well, I'm most concerned about Mel's immediate reaction.
So you.
So I was aware that I would get charmed, but I wasn't aware that I'd get dominated. That was news to me. But since the domination was to bring people closer to listen to the music and then just kind of, as you said, almost gorm out, I'm not majorly put out by that. It doesn't really change anything for Archeron. But perhaps for Mel it would. So still holding onto her arm, as they're kind of shaking it off. How pliable is she? Am I able to like lead her to the door, kind of thing?
You can make a bit of strength check and
No,
athletics
I'm not
against
dragging
Mel.
her. Like, so I don't know if you ever dealt with like a slightly confused old lady, that kind of thing. Like that's
yeah,
how
yes.
confused is she basically? Because I shook it off to presume
She sort of like shakes her head, and also she can't like wipe her brow because you're both holding her arms. She like just shakes her head and like breathes. That was.
Are you okay?
She like, looks around, almost confused slightly. Yeah, I'm fine. Here's your book. It's in my bag.
I think
It's okay. No, it's just need to just making sure you're okay. I didn't think it would reach outside. Sorry, we didn't know.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing bad happened.
Can I insight?
Right.
I don't know if it's you being ill, but she doesn't sound.
No, yeah, maybe an insight check.
Yeah. 12.
Oh, actually,
Oh.
have a... Hold on. Everything's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're sure, if you want to go and wait outside again, that with porridge, that's okay.
Okay, how long are you guys gonna be? Because I kind of just want to get back now.
A few minutes, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see what's. Okay, I'll see what Simon's doing.
Don't let him punch any fish.
Yeah.
I can see that Sidon punching fishes and then like, I'm sorry.
Mel hands you your spellbook and the quill. Like, if you guys let her walk out, she walks out.
Okay. Yeah. Is she? I'm gonna scan through my spellbooks because I imagine I use it like a scrapbook. There's like occasionally like sheets of paper in there, like loose. Has she gone? Like, is there anything to show that maybe she's gone through it?
No. You get the sense that as soon as you gave it to her, she just put it in her bag and didn't want to pry.
Wasn't asked about it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Cal's still there, right?
Yep. Cal's just sitting there.
Thank you, Cal, for arranging this. That was wonderful.
Yeah, thank you for letting us come and hear this.
It is quite all right.
I think
It is my end of the bargain. So
I think I don't know what will happen next. I think that Mel will be able to put some of the worries to bed from the drunk. I hope. I don't know. Fiona mentioned about, and I assume that the charm, you mentioned the charm had gone.
yes.
Yeah. So he's a bit more like remembering that he touched their leg is a bit more awkward now, like maybe standing a little bit further away than he had been before.
It's weird. Both moved at the exact same time.
And
They're so in sync.
Fiona mentioned about a memento, perhaps. Will we? If we were to take some, would we remember where we got it from?
It depends if. Well, that is a question.
Speaking of mementos,
Mm-hmm.
I think while Archon and Cal are having a conversation, Maeve would like walk over to the edge of the like pool bit and like kneel down and reach into her bag and take out like a silver necklace that she has and like offer it over the water to see if Fiona comes up.
Yeah, you see Fiona begins to swim over. Sort of like swims to the edge of the water and like pokes her head out. Doesn't want to like say anything.
I just
Fear of
wanted
charming
to-
people more.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you for your beautiful music. I don't have much to offer, but this, I hope, will suffice. And she like places it in the palm of her hand.
She like has it she like takes it and silently silently thanks you, if that makes sense. Like puts like a hand to her chest, and like nods and gives like a very soft smile. It's like does like put her hands up, like wait 1 second, as she sort of dives under the water, and into a chest, and she like rifles through it and takes something out, and sort of comes back out the water, and hands it to you. I mean, and it's like it's a perfume bottle.
Ooh.
Hands it to you, and then you see she like moves back slightly, and like puts her hands under the water, and you see this like glow, and the glow forms text, in common, and it just says, "Thank you for listening. This means the world to me."
Aww. I think she would just put a hand on her chest as well, and like not solemnly nod. That's the wrong word, but like politely nod, and then like smile and stand up.
But yes, going back to that conversation, Calypso, we'll say at this point, Calypso says, like, the group as Maeve sort of walks back over, I assume.
Yeah.
Says, well, the question is, I am not sure if this is the best course of action, but sort of looks to Fiona. If you don't want to have your memories wiped, I'm sure it could happen. It would just have to be a promise. You wouldn't say anything.
Well, we certainly wouldn't tell anyone outside of the group. It's maybe the kind
Yeah,
of thing
same
that we
here,
want to
I
talk
wouldn't.
about after the fact. It's been like Electron's, even though he's a bit like physically awkward, he's still got this big grin on his face. Like I imagine that being taken to, like, charmed, and then having this kind of ethereal, unearthly music played to you has done what he expected and wanted it to, which is kind of put not to bed, but like pushed a lot of his concerns to the very back of his brain, and his eyes are alight with it all. I don't know if Discord just shoot itself.
No.
Oh, okay. It's just yeah. So he's very kind of is articulate about it, and his eyes are alight, and he's smiling. We definitely the kind of thing I think I'd want to talk about, but I promise I'd never tell anyone who I thought would ever bring any harm in. And it sounds like you move around from time to time anyway, so unless you're going to stay here, that is.
Well, it was a lot of effort to get up here. So
Getting down to be a lot easier.
Yes, but it would be dangerous. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say anything to anyone outside of this party, so...
Yeah,
I think if my recent experiences have taught me anything, it's that it's good to have friends. And if you needed us for anything, I'm sure everyone would agree we'd be willing to help.
Yeah, Fiona seems to be bringing nothing but joy into the world, joy and light and beauty is just a thing to be. And he's going to look down and wondering perhaps if he's still charmed, but then kind of deciding that he isn't. Or if he is, he doesn't care. The kind of thing that should be protected, but definitely kept secret, unless we find perhaps someone we think could really benefit from the song. Of course,
Yeah, and
with your
I'm
discretion.
very grateful that we get to remember the singing, because that was really beautiful.
Well, the one thing I never erase is the memory of the song.
Oh, okay.
Just the performer.
Yes. Well, I know that Mel wants to be off. She said she's fine, but I don't know. There's something about how she said it. I wasn't quite sure. Perhaps someone with who's got a better read on people could.
No one has a high passive insight in this party.
God,
I have a
Slab when you
13.
need him.
That's the highest.
Oh, God Almighty, we're all so ignorant.
Hearing that, I think Maeve might thank them both and then head out to find Mel.
Well, I'm gonna. Cal, are you going to be taking us down the mountain? Are you going to be taking us back?
Can you make your own way back?
Oh yes. Oh
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
I'm just a bit exhausted.
No, I okay.
I didn't know this way back.
Okay, I'm just gonna wave bye to Fiona if that's okay. Do we get to take shit? I want some shit.
Okay. Sure. As Each of
James,
you-
James needs the ring.
Fine.
James needs the ring
James needs
in
this.
real life.
Okay, James, I will ask you this question only. Money or an item?
Well, it depends
Um,
on how good the item is. Can you show me
the
the options that I
money?
get?
No, I won't.
It's one of those mystery box
Okay.
challenges, isn't it?
Yeah.
20 bucks on a mystery box.
How much money are we talking? Are you not going to tell me that either?
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, damn it. Okay, right. I will put myself in your hands, and I will say that I don't think that asking for money in this instance is the right thing to do. I said memento, so I'll go for an item and hope that Mel pays me.
Okay. 1 second. Oh, that's
The way,
fine.
the way that you're laughing is indicating to me that I may well be hoping for too much.
No, I was just laughing. The way you worded it.
You get the purple item.
Yeah. No, I think I
get
genuinely do think that he
nothing.
would like offered if it was like, do you want to take some money or do you want a shiny bauble? It would be shiny bauble because it is like money is just, you know, like fucking porridge found some outside in the dirt kind of thing.
Mhm.
He's sentimental. He's just like me for real, for real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
It's
I
a
get
little
attached
boring.
to pebbles on the beach. It's crazy.
Like, I want to take this pebble home.
Okay.
I will pick up a pebble on the beach, and if I hold on to it for more than 5 seconds, I'm like, you're my friend now.
Do you not play like the best pebble game when you go to the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, we like me and Libby play the bet who finds the coolest pebble, and generally the winner are those kind of rounded ones with the white lines in them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, Artron, as you
Fucking nerds.
as you walk up to Fiona, she like does that same thing where she like makes a text, and she says, "I hope you enjoyed the performance."
She's in bubble letters.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's gonna word art something back to her. He's gonna nod enthusiastically. Great to, and he's gonna put his head in the water and be like, "It was great."
She like laughs slightly.
And like thank you so much. If we're ever in the area again, we'll come a knocking, perhaps, something like that.
And then she dives into the water, and comes out with she was like she looked at you up and down before she went under the water, like she's trying to guess what people like. She like looked at your outfit, sort of goes down into the water and comes back up with like they are like damp, but like they're under the water, so they should be like, you know, drenched. But it is this pair of, you can change them slightly if it's not to your liking, the sort of like dark brown tanned leather boots that have sort of an intricate almost wind-like pattern in the threading.
Oh, that sounds cool. He's gonna look down at his, I will remind you, 10 gold shoes.
I know.
Which I'm fine with that, I'm only invested. He's gonna look down. I expect by this point, like, even though they're hard wearing shoes, they're like caked in mud.
Yeah,
Took them through the familiar, like maybe they're scuffed. And he's gonna look down. Are these ones like, are they like, I assume magically kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna like big grin. I'm gonna picture they are very much the same style as the one
Yes,
that he likes to
yeah.
wear anyway. And be like, oh, thank you. And he's gonna like, let's see what he's got. Has he got anything to give her? Because he doesn't have necklaces like Maeve does. He might have cool stuff. He has blue quartz, but I do need that. Fucking a little bag of sand. Woo!
If you want to have like something small, I don't mind. You just like say it. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, I have basic fishing equipment, but I can't tell if that's rude
That feels
or not.
mean.
Yeah, lightning cues for this. Oh, I have the lighting cues for the original show.
Fucking hell.
Oh, I need to get rid of that. No, he's gonna go down and what was he gonna do? He hasn't really got anything. I think that he would have, but perhaps what he'd do then is, because he has been practicing his drawings, he'd go into his book and he would get like one of the better sketches of like the group, because he's seen Maeve do sketches of the group and he's been trying to replicate that. and so he's got pictures of the group as they were like perhaps he's seen them as they were like mid joke. So all of the pictures of them as like a moment of levity. So mid laugh, mid, pushing over. The only face missing is his, but there is porridge in there. But that's because he always feels like he always feels like he's on the outside looking in anyway. So he would take that, and I think Mel would be. If I did it again, Jesus, what? Mel would be in there too, and he would like tear it out. And this is up to you whether or not I can do it, because he is a reasonably powerful wizard. I assume that this may be okay. He's going to cast a spell on it to keep it waterproof, just for for flavor, and then like hand it to her as like a little, like signed by the artiste kind of thing.
She at first doesn't touch it because she's like, it's gonna like, it's gonna dissolve like it's water because it's like paper. But then you sort of reassure her, and she like takes it. She doesn't put it underwater, but she like pins it to the side of this log.
Ah.
And as she does that, she like blows you a kiss with both hands. And then you sort of as you're doing that, Calypso walks up to you, Archeron, and just says, boots of striding and springing.
Smashing Pumpkins smiling politely. Whoa, wonderful. I've not seen it. They are, I mean, these boots here still got a lot of wear in them. How tall is Calypso?
About the same height.
How big are her feet?
Their feet?
Would you like? I know we shouldn't. There's a lot of wear in these boots, and I feel these could be my gift to you. A mild apology for the
well,
touch.
I think you've already given me a gift.
Oh, you!
I was talking about the music.
Oh.
And
Swing and a miss.
And I think you'd get more use out of them than I.
But I can't wear two pairs of shoes. Okay, no problem. I was going to give you my current
yes,
shoes.
you
and
can.
I can't wear two pairs of shoes at the same time unless I'm pretending to be a horse.
But you can outmatch them to your outfits.
But the magic, and like, I will just match my outfit to the. They're the same style.
Why don't you take it? Why don't you take it to somebody in the town and ask them to enchant tips to move the enchantment from one?
No, because in my head they're basically the same shoes. In my head they look very similar.
Or not to be like that, but you could sell them if you don't want them.
Yeah, I could.
Because you need money.
Yeah, I do need money.
Fantasy eBay.
Money. Well, Vimo, whatever it's called, not Vimo.
Fantasy Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. Vinted, fantasy Vinted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maeve would make bank on Vinted.
Yeah, but there's like hordes of like creepy men just buying everything she wore. Like,
like bath water and stuff.
Don't wash them before you send them.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. If you're sure, it was just a thought, but it was a wonderful thing you've done for me too. And he's going to hold his hand out to shake their hand, not knowing on quite how to end the conversation. He goes through a handshake.
Yeah, Calypso just like smirks. Sorry, that was a bit rude of me before. I just think you'd get better wear out of the boots than I. It does like shake your hand.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Hopefully see you again. And he's not knowing what to do in this situation. Is gonna like, fuck it. He's gonna take lead from Peter. He's gonna finger guns and walk out.
It's a great ending. It's a great way to end awkward conversations.
Yeah. And then awkwardly leave.
Okay.
Yep. Like it's already awkward, you may as well make it awkwarder, and that way it like cycles back round to not being awkward. Perfect exit to awkward conversations.
Drac, are you doing anything before you exit?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like look at both of them and just say that was a beautiful concert, and I wish I will hear
your music, both of you, one more time. At least.
Calypso bows and Fiona gives like a nod, and Calypso then says, "Well, you know where we are, and I don't want to intrude, but I think you're always welcome."
Thank you so much. And if I have the time, and if I have the time, I sure return. And again, thank you so much.
Don't
and then
mention
I'm
it.
just gonna wave to Fiona goodbye, and then just walk out of the cave.
So you all exit the cave, but before that happens, Sidon, you exited first. What are you doing immediately as you walked out? Because you sort of walked out, and
I
then
walked out
only
in
a
a
few
bit of a-
seconds after
Yeah,
Mel will walk out. So
Yeah, I walk out in a bit of a stupor, a bit like it's like it was silenced and it didn't like being silenced, and it was just sort of roiling, coming back with this sort of he wants to it's like an urge. He just wants to get into a fight. He wants to do something active. He feels really in a weird headspace, and he doesn't want to hurt anyone random, because that's not who he is now. So he just sort of walks off, probably towards the cliff, and not really knowing where he is. And he's just grabbing his head,
So we'll say you're sort of out there for a second.
Yeah.
Frustrated, angry, sort of a mix of emotions.
Yeah.
And you hear the sound of armored steps from behind you, and you see Mel sort of walk up. You alright?
I don't know. This is a weird feeling. It's like inside. Something. It wants to come out, but I need to do something. It didn't. The wolf didn't like being silenced inside. It was too quiet. He sort of tries to fight it off for a bit.
Well, I'm not. I don't really want to fight right now, but turns you around so you're looking at her, and is holding a hand up for you to punch her hand if you want.
I'll do some drills, do some jabs into a palm, just to try and.
If you're doing with both hands, you'll hold out both hands so you can.
Yeah. So he'll do that for a bit, but I think, and it helps, but I think he's definitely something's definitely up there for the time being. He just
the only thing else.
Sorry,
the only thing I'll say is while you're doing that, every time you go to punch Mel's hand, you hear a voice. You hear a voice say, "Sorry, didn't mean to do that." What? Look up. Sorry.
What is going on?
Can you make me an intelligence check?
$11.
Both got no idea what it is. You think it's porridge?
I am so happy I walked to that shop.
But yeah, so the next person to come out was Maeve. You see sort of Sidon.
Right, so are you saying that all I'd see is Sidon punching Mel?
Well, you'd see it's obviously not punching. It's like
drills,
jabs
when
and stuff.
They get the I know we don't have them, but they get the scene in Kung Fu Panda with Tigress and Poe on the boat in Kung Fu Panda 2. It's basically that.
Okay.
Yeah, so
you
you
could
see
have just said boxing drills. You could have been very specific.
Hey, that didn't need to be animals.
Yeah.
Two is a very good film. And it has
It is a good film.
It is a great
scene that really is what I'm imagining right now.
So Maeve, you walk out and see that.
I think she'd look, tilt her head, shake her head and then just like sit on a rock and wait for everyone else.
Yeah, so after about 5 minutes, everyone is out, and probably the drill has finished. And, you're probably standing there debating on what to do next. We're not going to do the last thing, because we're still not going to get to it, because it's crazy.
I mean, we could just time skip.
I mean, yeah, I know, but the thing will take some time.
Ages.
I don't want to, It won't take ages, but it won't take, it'll probably be 11:30, and I don't...
The only thing I want to
up,
check before we left was anyone else coming back with us, because Cal mentioned that they were tired, and so...
Yeah, so actually, we'll say that the one dwarven guy, before he is planning on going, he was like packing all this stuff up, and you see him go into the cave for a bit, for like 5 minutes or something. Cal tells you to wait before you leave. And then he sort of comes about. Cal's like, not like patronizingly, but like, holding the shoulders of this guy, and Cal just says, if you don't mind, can you take him back?
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, sure, we can.
His name's Adam the Dwarf.
Adam the
Yeah.
Dwarf. I think I might have Ben the Dwarf. It's a common family name.
Yeah. Once you're in the city, I'm sure he'll find his way back to his house. It's dangerous.
Well, stick with us. I think we've got our.
I said, "Oh, what a song!" Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I think we're all ready to make tracks. So thank you again. Keep in touch.
I'll see if I can.
XOXO.
Keep in touch. Eyes dart to the thigh, and then bright red and turns around.
Yeah. So you all leave, and I'm not gonna make RP this, but you all take Adam the Dwarf back to Crown Top. Unless there's anything you want to talk about specifically while you're walking back.
I want to just say to Mel, thanks for letting me do that. It definitely helped. That's
so weird.
out of context, it sounds really weird. It's like it definitely helped. But I don't know. I think I need to just let it out. But I'll try and find
yourself the old self high five. You'll be fine.
No, don't worry. I've been angry before. Sometimes you just gotta let off some steam.
But now you've solved the mystery of the missing people, Mel. That'll be good for you, right? That'll be with the Dragon Knights.
Yeah, it will. I didn't realise that this was the playlist I put on. Sorry. Yeah, this is fucking hell.
This is wild choices.
No, because it's the Critical Role one, but I accidentally put on the whole thing instead of just the instrumentals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So now it's just Sam Riegel singing in my ear.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I love Sam Riegel singing.
I know, but I can't concentrate when there's vocals.
Really,
and he's very obnoxious when he's singing. Okay.
I'm just gonna move on.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do.
Jesus.
I can't concentrate now.
Oh shit, what beats of love is on this track? That'll be hilarious.
What are the songs called?
It's Welcome to Aurora.
Thank you, that's what it's called. Jesus Christ, why is it a rap beat now? Stop. Okay, yeah, so you're all heading back to, fucking my brain's gone now.
Crown Top.
Yeah, back to Crown Top. Yeah, so if there's anything you want to talk about, you can.
Just what Mel's how do we go about helping her climb the not the corporate ladder, but how do we make sure that our bestest bud is in the best position possible to help us and give us cool missions.
She's as you're walking, sort of get to into the city. Adam's gone. He fucked off.
Oh, shit, we lost him. Cal's gonna be furious. Where did I put him?
Right here.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, you've gone into the edge of the city. He's gone find his place.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, I remember now. Here's
Yeah.
my home." Blah blah blah.
Who the fuck are you guys?
Yeah. No, so he walks off. Mel says, "Well, I've been thinking about that. Not entirely sure. I want to help, but I don't know if getting bossed around 24/7 is the best thing."
Is it that bad? I know that there's, obviously some very unpleasant people there, but is it really 24/7?
Well, not currently, because Elia's not here. Maeve was there one time afterwards, when she came round. It's not nice. And
Well, if you don't think it's nice, why don't you just quit?
well, because it's been what I've been doing, for the last 10 years of my life.
Yeah, you could come with
But-
us instead if you want to.
I don't know
Like,
if it'll
you're
be.
a skilled adventurer, so
I don't know if it'll be an instant thing, but I have been thinking about trying to make my own way.
yeah, I just say if you ever feel like going out on an adventure or anything, just try to find us if you don't want to go
Mhm.
alone.
Well, it's just, you guys have taught me a lot, and, being completely honest, I didn't really have many friends before. And,
Well, you do now. Because at least I consider you a friend.
yeah, I consider all of you friends.
Archeron just like 50-50s his hand. No, he
Okay.
doesn't. No, he doesn't. He likes it now.
I don't know if this is the best path for me anymore. Considering I feel like just, being around you guys and hearing what you've done more good than I have in a while.
Well, not
Um,
really. If it wasn't for you and where you'd been in the position, and this isn't to say that your feelings aren't valid. It's just you'd brought this to our attention, and it could have been much worse. Imagine if you'd followed the Cal and a group of people up there, and like I did, and like Drac did, assumed that there was something more nefarious going on than perhaps a little bit of deception, and gone in swords raised and.
That's true, yeah. But I think I don't know what I think, if I'm going to be honest. I'm a bit stressed about it all. I'm going to think on it. And see what the best move is to do next. You guys
Yeah.
are great.
And as I said, you're always welcome to join our party if you ever feel like it.
Oh yeah,
And I think I speak for everyone.
yeah, it's really good to have you around.
So it's nice to be around friends. And she awkwardly doesn't know what to do, and anyone with a passive insight above 10 can tell. She's like, do I hug people? Do I not?
I go in for a hug because
Oh. Yeah, she hugs you back. Thank you, guys.
It's okay. Well, you don't need to decide now. That awful woman is gone for a little while, so you have a bit of time to think about it, and perhaps, are the Dragon Guard just for this city, or could you perhaps?
The Dragon Knights, they
Oh yeah, sorry.
they pretty
Archeron
much
would know that. James
yes.
doesn't. Come on.
They mainly stationed around Crown Top. Help doing sort of service for the king and people like that. But I do occasionally, like now, get sent out. They do get sent out on expeditions like now. But it's not really like there's another branch. It's just sort of here or
Might
not.
be able to help. I can't promise anything, but I could. My father.
Mhm.
if you wanted a similar position somewhere else.
Well, I'm not sure. It won't be an instant thing. I am gonna talk about it. Think about it. But yeah, we'll have to see. She just goes in for another like group hug.
Yeah, I think Maeve
Okay.
hugs her back.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get to bed. We can. I'll meet you in the morning,
Yeah, sure.
and we can go to the garrison and mention everything. And see what happens. Okay.
Sounds good.
Perfect, wonderful.
Oh shit, we need to pick up Slab. I forgot about him.
But yeah, so Mel goes back to her place, and you all walk. The shop is closed. There's a sign on it. Or like, no, we'll say the maestro is like locking up, and he says, "Oh, he went home." As you walk past. But yeah, so you all sort of continue. I assume actually, Archeron and Drac would go to the inn, so they wouldn't actually get that far. But yeah. So you guys go back to the inn, have your get ready for bed, but it is just Sidon and Maeve sort of walk. You see, Slab went home. You go past. So as you're walking, you go past the graveyard that Cassian mentioned. Cassian mentioned and Sable mentioned to be likely the place of the portal. Obviously, I don't think we're gonna do that now because it is late.
To be fair, I don't have work for the rest of the week, but
I do.
I'm sure people need to. Yeah, I need to be up.
I need to wrangle.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
But the only reason I'm mentioning it is because I did an image ages ago, and I've not shown it off because I was waiting, but I'm not gonna wait till after Christmas. What the fuck?
We've got a
did I
session
call
on
it?
Friday, though, right? Haven't we?
Oh, that's
This
true. I guess we
Friday,
could do it on Friday with everyone, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
Well, he's not there on Friday.
Pete and Matt.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're doing today.
That's what you say.
Sorry. Yeah.
In talkie time.
What?
Oh, that's cool.
Did it ages ago.
Oh
That's
yeah,
really cool.
nice.
Yeah. But yeah,
Is that
so
from the perspective of the graveyard looking into Crown Top? Yeah.
looking up to Crown Top.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but it's close enough.
Excuse me.
But it's really nice.
Thank you. But yeah, so you all, the two of you continue to Greystone Manor, where Alex lets you in. Hold on, I'll just change it because it's fine. What the fuck? Yeah, Alex lets you in. Slab is asleep, or he's in his room at least.
He's sitting at the table,
Yeah,
eating a
Powering
grilled
through
cheese
grilled cheese.
sandwich.
said 8 of them.
Alex is like, please help.
Factory line of making them. Yeah.
Yeah, Alex lets you in, and just actually says you walk in. Please wipe your feet.
Maeve's already taken her shoes off.
Sidon, please wipe your feet.
Alex, where's Lord Cassian?
I walk through without wiping my feet. Do I get another saving throw from my rude?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10.
Ten.
You walk in without wiping feet. You get 2 steps where you 180 turn around and start to wipe your feet. Like a lot.
Oh, cool.
Alex looks at you and says, "I didn't do that." Looks at Maeve and says, "I didn't do that."
It wasn't me.
He's in the.
Oh, I didn't do it
sitting
either.
room.
Got to the point.
Oh,
Does that
okay.
trigger another one when I speak?
I can't. No, it's fine. Alex says, "Sidon, if you need anything, just let me know." Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. Well,
You
sleep
gotta
well.
say good night or make a wisdom save, bitch.
Side note, hope you have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, he did say it. I'll count it. Yeah, Sun goes upstairs and heads to bed. Maeve, are you doing anything?
Knock knock.
Who's that?
Who's there?
Come in.
I think she'd just like walk through the doors and like stand in the doorway and like not say anything but just like completely deflate.
Everything all right?
Kind of.
Do you want to talk about it? He stands up now.
I think
Takes
she wouldn't.
a few steps
yeah.
closer.
She wouldn't say anything. I think she'd just like hug him.
He sort of is taken aback for half a second, wasn't expecting it. But then sort of as you sort of relax into it, he wraps his arms around you and hugs you. Well, if you want to talk about it, I'm always here.
Thank you.
And sort of sits you down on the sofa, and I assume the two of you talk about it.
Yeah. Leave that though. It's not...
Yeah, obviously, yeah. The only thing, James has said something. Wait, how many hero points have you used? How many points do you have?
I have 3.
Never mind.
Oh, I think you should give it to me then for charity. For suggesting it.
No.
Yeah, because I have only
I think you should
used
give him
it
a free
once.
use.
No.
They're really
get free.
powerful. The reason I use them is because, for me, it's really funny to But I'm always going to keep one for something that I really like for a character moment, that's really important. But just stupid shit beating someone in a race or getting through a ridiculous name of a creature is so funny to me that I just can't not.
I feel like I should have just spent all 3 hero points doing that race,
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Enters the Feywild, dies.
You know, you were saying that the big bad evil of this campaign was Ash's Wi-Fi or electric. It's not. It's Pete's fucking ego.
Siden's ego, not mine.
Siden's ego, yeah.
Siden specifically.
Yeah, it's just. I think it's really funny, but I'm not going to waste all of my shit. I've got 1 or 2 that are the maintaining concentration on the spell and stuff useful stuff is very important. But
yeah. So unless there's anything people want to do quickly, you all at various times head to bed and can long rest, and that is where we will end.
Level up?
No,
Oh,
you leveled up a session ago.
I know.